What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side. I need you by my side. I need you by my side.
Hey, we're back again. Thank you everyone for
Welcome!
patience. And Ate Kay, what is up?
Ayun, so sorry talaga sa aming mga technical difficulties pero mukhang napagana na ni Papa Payron sa wakas ang ating stream and we can now finally start with the competition. And I do believe ready na yung ating mga players. First, again, salamat sa mga nanonood. Please don't forget to like and share the stream. And as usual, we thank you for your support, you know. And also, this is the first of many tournaments from Cold Black from the Will to Survive series. So stay tuned in and support your favorite teams and players. Good man! So, kumusta naman ang pakiramdam natin today, no? Medyo matagal yung antay natin, pero I'm pretty sure worth the wait ang ating tournament.
Yes, of course naman. Syempre, let's introduce those teams na kasali dito sa tournament natin and let's see what are they in for on this tournament. We have the group stage day 1 on this day, Saturday. We got Cold Black, Scouts, Moonlights, and Scouts Sarap. Oh, there are 2 Scouts. Interesting. Wow. And group stage day number 2, we got I can't see it, but hey, it's a good.
Nandun ang ako na umasa, Red Ping, AP, and 69ers.
Hey, these are our good shit teams. We've known some of them and there are new teams also that are here na hindi ko pa narinig on just before, but we're going to see them fight for it. So, what are the team brackets? Sino maglalaban ngayon for this Group 1 stage, Day 1? So, we have here, siyempre sa group stage, we got the legendary banning as usual and a sudden death of BO1. So first of all, we have a code block between Moonlights and Scouts versus Scouts Sarap. And for the next one is we got Ayoko na Umasa versus Red Ping and Aralang Panlipunan versus Sakto Day 9. So that will be, I think that will be for the day 2 as far as I know. And the day 1 will be having code block versus Moonlights and Scouts Sarap. Magic Sarap.
Yes, dapat stay tuned kayo para sa day 2. And this is in tapos bale bukas na yung group B and kung sino man ang mag-emerge doon ay makakapag-compete sa ating finals next end. So medyo matagal-tagal yung ating tournament and maraming chance manalo, maraming chance lumaban. Even if meron tayong sudden death, meron pa ring chance na lumaban ulit. Kasi medyo modified na yung bracket natin, no?
That's actually true. So we got a finals here. Sabi nga ni Ate Kay, you got more chances to actually go up to these 2 spots for each group. So take those chances at talagang pakita nyo talaga yung kaya nyo gawin. So on the finals and semi-finals, we got a competitive banning with a BO3. So this will be a long game ahead of us on those finals and semi-finals here. But yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Yes, so please note na although yung rules natin is pretty much the same as the ones we've had in the previous tournaments, let's just go by these rules really quick, no? Again, only PH teams may register for the event. Pwede actually ang mga foreigners. Basta majority ng team natin, at least 5 players is from the Philippines, no? And then
Yes.
medyo tong pre-match rule natin, ayaw mismo yung nag-violate ng 5 minutes period. So we really want to apologize for that technical difficulty, pero mukhang ready na lahat ng players. Wala tayong ganitong issue for today. And again, reminders lang sa ating skins, no? Just to anticipate the possibility of latency issues and such. Pwede tayong magsuot ng kahit anong skin, pero as accessory po is bawal until A tier only, no? Para hindi maglag ang ating mga kalaro at ang ating stream. And then as for character selection, ito, excited talaga ako dito, Goodman eh. Wala tayong restrictions. Lahat ng players, lahat ng characters rather, survivors and hunters, walang bawal. So this is actually the first tournament that I will be witnessing where we get to see all of the new hunters and survivors. So yung scoring natin, Goodman, mahina tayo dyan eh. Ikaw
Oh my God. So ito yung simpleng scoring lang as usual, as you see in some of the tournaments talaga. If the survivors got a 2-man out of the escape, that will be a 2-2 each one of their side. Pero if they got a 4-man escape or 4-man kill, that will be automatically a 5 points on their side. So it's better to get out of your survivors very many as much as possible. Or if you're a hunter on your team, you need to kill the survivors as much as possible. And all of them might be a good tied for your team, because 5 points, it looks juicy. 5 points, so many points to be actually going in there for that one. But hey, so let's go in for the violation. As we can see, so madali lang to. I'm going to read it all para maintindihan nyo rin. The organizers reserve the right to perform certain actions. So, depende sa organizers on what's going to happen if may nangyari man. But ito yung pwede nilang gawin on such violations na makikita on the tournament. If in any case man kung mangyari, it can be a restarting the match, point deduction for the round, or even a disqualification from the event. So, please do follow the rules carefully and read them once again para wala tayong problema, and we'll be having a smooth sailing on these tournament matches.
Yes, very well said. Good man, tawag dito. Marami naman nang naka-familiarize dito sa ating rules. So, and I do believe this will be be having for the next tournaments to come. But first, ito na ang malasalasa at napakasarap sa ice na premyo para sa tournament na to. 2,500 echoes, ladies and gentlemen. 2,500 up for grabs. Winner take all to, no?
Yes, freaking juicy.
Yes,
I can see
diba?
2,500. Grabe ang dami. You can do many things with that 2,500 echoes. I mean, you can buy some good shit on that one.
Katulad
I mean,
ng bagod man.
a skin or even your favorite accessories that you haven't gotten yet. So many things.
Yes. At isa pang malaking bagay, no? Yung 30-day,
Oh,
30
yes.
guys, favorite ko yan. Tsaka para sa mga tamad mag-grind dyan, pwede ding bumili ng dice.
Oo.
Yan.
Unlimited supply.
Pero knowing our friends and players, skin ito eh.
As always.
Skin ito, diretso. As always, skin talaga ang gusto natin. Yes. Lalo na kakalabas lang ng bagong skin ni Wu Chang.
Oh, nga pala.
Oo, diba?
Holy
Napakagwapo. Ayan na, sa wakas! At nandito na po tayo sa ating game lobby. Again, we will be having our first match in Arms Factory. This is sudden death, no? But whoever will descend to the loser's bracket will get the chance to compete again with the loser of whoever advances from this bracket. No?
Yes, absolutely right, Donati K. You still have some chance, so take those chances really well and show what you've got on this tournament. Kasi you never know, baka di mo na matake ulit yung chance yun or no chance left at this point. So do your best, show what you got, show your surviving and hunting skills at this point. Because we'll be having Code Black on the hunter side as Secreto and Moonlights. We got Venti, Ader, Shao, and Shiki on their side of surviving here.
Goodman, parang nalilito yata ako, no? Meron tayong mga dayo galing sa Genshin.
Wait. Oh, man. Holy shit.
Yes,
Genshin
so as you can
players.
see, they have banned Guard 26. It looks like they've been doing their homework on Secreto right here, but it looks like Secreto really doesn't want to be dealing with a Seer, especially not in this early stage in the competition. So,
Kasi
malakas si Guard 26 sa ARMS eh.
Actually, that's actually true. Because those bombs really can be annoying at some point. And good ban here coming from Secreto. Banning the birdie allows him to give a hit that would actually hit on the survivors. Not buying them enough more time just for the protection of the owl. Good ban, good ban.
So, ano naman kaya, no? Ano naman kaya ang pwedeng mailabas ni Secreto? We know him to be a very versatile hunter. Although nakikita sa screen actually yung choice na ngayon, ano?
Holy damn.
It looks
Look
like
at
we will be having a perfumer mercenary. Itong lucky guy, locked na. And of course, we have a prospector. Mukhang meron tayong secret plan involving that lucky guy. Siyempre, flare gun to. I smell flare gun. And who knows, we might even see what do you call this? Extra elbow pads. And this is actually very beneficial, no? Kasi isa lang sa lineup nila ang hindi pwede carry ng items. So, if Mercenary does run out of resources and so does the Perfumer, the lucky guy, no, given his quick chest opening speed, could give them the help they need in the right moment. But they have to be very careful kasi this is Axe Boy eh. He could be very mobile given those peaceful vines. And now here we are finally. Simula na. Ay!
Siyempre, magpo-post na so
Yes.
you can see.
Nakita natin so far, good man.
As you said, Axbo yung katapat na dito, and this could be a very dangerous on their way kasi if they left those trees up and alive on the roots of the cypress, pwede niyang gamitin is as a way to actually take advantage of those fireballs going in for a rotation, roaming just around on that area. So maybe the best possible way here is to actually deplete those trees as much as possible up until the late game. This would give them a free leeway to know when Secreto will actually use these trees. Kasi yun nga, if in any case nangyari man na you got a chair survivor here and 3 trees are available on that area, you will be having a hard time dodging those fireballs. So you got one problem, the fireball, you got another problem, and that will be the hunter. So they need to take note of this Axe by Secreto because Secreto, as you said, so versatile on some of the hunters here, really.
Nagtaka pa nga ako kung ano kaya pwede niyang gamitin kasi may very deep hunter pool this player, no? Secreto, he's been using a lot of hunters in all of the time that I've witnessed him blossom as a hunter main. And we do know that he is also playing Survivor. So whatever it is they've got planned, I'm pretty sure Secreto will be able to somehow put himself in their mind. But then again, let's not take away from Moonlights. I believe this is their first time or nag-rename ba ito? Are these old players or newcomers?
I believe baka first time sila because
Wow!
I believe na parang may nakakampin ako sa mga yan eh. I just don't remember kung kailan. But as far as I know, I think they're really good on their game head in this game. So let's see on how will they
yung lineup
manage
nila
this one.
Very interesting lineup. Kasi meron kang harasser, you have a rescuer, and you have somebody for containment, and then si Lucky Guy can be your support. No, he's he's the all-around guy. Actually, I am placing the weight of the world on this character's shoulders. I'm really hoping to see some solid gameplay from this Lucky Guy.
I think we might. we might able to see some good give or good trade of items here.
Oh,
Like as we
yes,
said,
exactly.
two of them can actually pick up some items for Lagay and Prospector stuck on a magnet. Still can be very helpful on some assist and harassment that they can be able to play on this one. But as you know, Secreto might be able to get around their tactic, and maybe this will be a fireball barrage on their part of Secreto. Let's see on how they, toe-to-toe against those fireballs, because that thing is very annoying to keep up with. You need to divide your attention, the hunter and the fireball at once.
Oo, ang hirap nun, eh. Kailangan mabilis ka mag-rotate ng camera mo, eh. Hindi,
Hmm.
kapag hindi mo kung hindi mo na predict din, no, kung kailan siya magpo-pull ng fireball, it
Hmm.
could cost you one life, one HP.
One injured state, I
Okay, it
suppose.
looks like we'll be restarting the match, no, because of technical difficulties also. And I think, okay, we have a short announcement. The match will restart, and this is indeed the decision of the organizers. Kasi, syempre, no, we want the
Hmm.
players to compete in the best scenario possible.
Of
So please be
course.
patient. Please support.
We want to see them on their 100% on their skills and plays. They're able to go about
Wow,
it on
kita
this
mo
one.
naman, medyo bigatin yung rank ng ating perfumer.
Actually, di ko
May
counted.
badge! May badge
Oh,
siya!
is that
The
a
badge
badge?
perfumer. Mukhang this perfumer is raring to go. And also in a high tier rank.
Oof, oof,
Mukhang,
oof, oof.
mukhang macha-challenge ang ating hunter. But best of luck to both teams. So
Hmm.
while waiting na maituloy yung ating game, good man. Ano ba yung
Just
mga scenarios na pwede nating ma-predict dito sa Arms Factory na ito?
One weakness kasi sa Axway is it could be a part of a breaking line of sight kasi it's like a bonbon and a draw hunter din as well. Pero bonbon
Mm.
is an actually good draw hunter because he can actually go in for a 3K at this point. For Axway, just a draw hunter pero kasi depende kasi sa trees na pwede niyang i-offer or kung saan nakalagay yung trees niya. Kasi one scenario na pwede nating maisip is yun nga, sinabi ko kanina is about that one shared survivor and a trees that are available for Secreto to actually use. That will be the one scenario na kailangan i-take note. Or the other scenario na kung saan nasira na lahat ng puno, no usage for Secreto on those trees, wala siyang kahit anong branches on his hand, that will be a winning part of the side for Moonlights. But still, anything can happen at this point because Secreto, I've known him for very long, saw him play some hunters from now and then. We don't know what will happen at this point. I'm excited to see on this first half, especially. Pretty dope stuff.
So yung ating meta, no, mukhang wala pa rin bumabalik sa paggamit ng decoder
Actually.
in the lineup, no? Especially because
Hmm.
this is Arms Factory, it's a very tight map. So
Hmm.
this ay, meron ba tayong announcement from Papa Payron?
I
Yes.
think nag-check.
Sir, kumusta tayo dyan? Ako lang ba nakakarinig nun?
Actually, sorry about that. Hindi lang ikaw. I think kinausap
Ikaw ba yun?
Hindi, yeah. So, bali yun nga. Yung sabi mo nga dun na wala lang nagawa ang ng decoder. I think paminsan lang actually ginagamit eh. Nagiging common na yung yung sobrang tibay na team composition na kung saan yung bawat survivor pwedeng tumagal ng ilang segundo because of their skill that they have in hand. It's really being a common thing. Even the double rescuers at this point talaga. Because they want to last long. They want to keep the hunter at bay by taking their time. Kahit may decoding debuff actually. I've seen some stuff in IVA and even the the May edition of IVA really, I was surprised back then. Even from when you said na talagang it is actually a common thing na wala ng decoder on their part because I think yung one thing is yung decoder, they have a skill, but that skill will be good for decoding those ciphers and not a thing to defend themselves from the hunter. We got Prisoner on his side that can actually shock the hunter, but it will give them a one-time usage for that scenario. So one-time usage, it must be perfect. So I think
Oo.
it could be helpful sometimes, but still, a good timing would declare a good tide for this prisoner. So I think that's that one point na wala siyang any kind of defense capability sa mga decoder. But since then, we can still see some mechanic being used for a draw points for the side of survivor talaga. So maybe that's the point. Kaya but you can still see them at some point. Decoders are still good.
Oh, it's a mechanic, especially dito sa Arms Factory, you would expect somebody to take her out. It's just that she's so
Hmm.
situational, no?
So
It's hit or miss with these decoders. And so the best course of action talaga if you're playing a decoder is to really just hide and to transition. It really takes a lot of coordination from the surviving team just to be able to conceal the location of the decoder from the hunter. But it looks like nobody wants to do that anymore. It's not the priority anymore. Kailangan we all need to be able to fend for ourselves or to hold our own. Anyway, nga naman talaga yung team ng ating competition, no? You're on your own. Talaga.
yeah. Every man for himself. And that is freaking true.
May mercenary tayo, pero alam mo yun, pag yung mercenary pumasok doon, rescue kita, sige na, iwan na kita. It doesn't even have to be na the mercenary will body block. Kasi he can't take another hit eh. Kasi kailangan niya talaga mag-rescue. If in case they need to do a second, depending on how the situation turns out. But it looks like, finally we will be able to begin with the match again. Again, no changing in characters. Now we have already sealed in these choices unless
Unless
may special scenario. I don't think so. Kasi
I think di naman
Okay.
usually
may change tayo, good man. Shiki will actually be playing Doctor.
Oh, interesting pick. Over perfumer at this point.
Oh, cute naman ng mga skin ng ating mga players. Kasi yung Pirate Doctor yun, di ba? One of the the rarer skins, di ba?
Di ba A-skin yun? Sa COA?
Oo, sa previous na Call of the Abyss yan.
Holy shit. We got an old player here. Commend.
Ayan, finally. Hindi makakapagsimula na tayo. I'm so excited.
Thank
Yung
God
spawn
we have-
kaya, baka magbago na naman. Kasi depende kung saan mag-spawn, magbabago na naman yung prediction natin ng mga scenarios na pwede mangyari sa laro.
Pero if in any case man or same position man din, it wouldn't be the same survivors na nag-spawn dun sa same spot na yun. But let's see. Kasi di pa rin nalalaman kung sino eh.
Okay, nandito tayo banda sa shack area with Axeboy already going towards the garbage can to find the first target who is actually the mercenary. Let's see if he will actually chase, no? Kasi this is not the best find.
Yes, it's actually true. But it seems like gusto ata tamaan ni Secreto dito ng isang fireball on that one. Oh, dodges it. Very well played on Aether there. Kasi need na lang ng full health rescuer at some point in the mid-game. And that would be a good thing for them. So Secreto must change target here now. As we can see, it seems like performing on the chopping block. And we might be able to see some good all-perfumer shoot some kite here. It seems like Secreto still thinking about it if he's going to chase out Shao. And wanted to see some other potential targets here going for the back gate. As we can see, Shiki just on that above that tree, but able to break it and just priming it, disabling Secreto's skills at this point. And let's see kung paano Secreto lalabanan to.
Ang tindi ng progress dun sa Cypher, no? Bago siya nakita already at half. It means that every second counts talaga, every move to count. Oh, he used that blink right there just to be able to land a hit on the Doctor. And now the chase continues here. The front ruins. Doctor needs to be very careful kasi nagtanim na po si Axeboy. Ay! Aray ko!
Terror
Napero
Shiki!
Yes!
Gagi! That would actually cut those chase time na kailangan Secreto, and that'd be the first chase being successful for the side Secreto. Still, 5 Cyphers remaining. Need to pop those Cyphers anytime soon now because they need to rescue. It's either half blood or full blood at this point because they need to compensate of what's been lost on that duration of that chase.
I saw 50%, about 50% on the mercenary and another 49 on the perfumer. Now, medyo pwede mag-rest easy ng kaunti yung ating Hunter kasi makonti pa yung Cypher progress na nagawa. Although, I think that is essentially, 3 Cyphers at 50%.
It seems like a chair hit going for Secreto and was able to go in for a rescue. And Aether did give body block for Shiki to run. Give more time to her to go into position to shock. But be careful now, we got some trees here or some fireballs going around Shiki here. There's a movement speed, but seems like Venti is going in for a support, but will not continue on that harassment of his idea here. But Shiki trying to go and dropping that pallet on the wrong side, but unfortunately Shiki will be down. It seems like Venti is still on the area. Might give us support.
Yes, doing some cleanup lang here, with the pallet. Because that's a very important pallet that the Hunter needs to get rid of. And now using the peaceful vines to get out of the vicinity where the prospector is. Kasi we don't want to be harassed by this prospector. Now, it's gonna be up to this perfumer. Actually, she's in the area already, And she also has wanted order. Baka double rescue to, Guan.
Oh, baka pa. It seems like Shaw will get hit with that perfectly timed perfume,
Wow!
preventing a potential deny on that rescue. And a hit will enter Shaw's body here, going in for the second rescue for Shiki. Be careful now. Restful Road is on. Creto now try to go in and gain some movement speed. And there's a movement buff from that flame, dropping Shiki on the ground. Holy damn.
Oh, dead on chair na. Bale, dead on chair na po si Doctor. Already 2 survivors at half health. Only 1 healthy prospector right. Whoa, watch out for that magnet, Baka maano pa siya. But it looks like the Doctor will be returning to the manor for now.
It seems like hindi na muna nag-risk si Venti dito. Kasi nakita ko tumatakbo siya ng palayo sa shock eh. He doesn't want to take the risk. And 4 Cyphers is already out of the way. 1 Cypher na lang kailangan dito nung side dito ng Moonlights. And seems like Secreto, hinahanap yun na yung mga last Cypher na yun. And checking those Cyphers if may nag-shake pa. Which Cypher is dancing at this point. And seems like we're going to see some Secreto just guarding on those potential survivors dito and Cyphers. It seems like Venti will be spotted here by Secreto. Be careful now with the magnet! Oh! Very well timed from Venti there. Trying to dash that fireball. That one is standing him on the wall. Buying him more time at that point. It seems like TP will be played. Going for Shao. He needs to change in Secreto's side because Venti is really a threatening driver here. Woo!
Grabe, ang bilis naman. Wow! Grabe! Magsasalita pa lang ako, but he was able to land that fireball hit on the perfumer, and this is gonna place him at an advantage kasi this is where the last Cypher is. So they either need to be decoding a backup Cypher, and I see actually Venti doing that already. So this mercenary, fortunately was able to manage a heal. Pero bale, Papa Fayron, baka pwedeng patingin naman po ng resources ng ating players there. 1 elbow pad remaining, he can make it count. Yes, they can still manage this draw. Oh, he already used it actually.
Oh, that's a hit going for Aether. Perfectly rescued him for Shao before that half park. Make a pass on that mark. It seems like Shao is on the run now. 1 Cypher is being decoded here by Prospector. Shao will be using that perfume just to see if he can able to go for a mind game, but able to not go in back for that perfume and successfully went in for the mind game. Fireball will be initiated for the movement speed. Amazingly pallet drop on that time. Amazing.
Ang galing naman ng pagkaka-timing ng ating doon. Kaya lang, bumawi si Secreto, nag-terror shock. But the final Cypher has been popped and now we are at the end game. Perfumer continuing the kite here at the back ruins. Will Secreto be able to efficiently use his teleport? It will already be up in 8 seconds, no? So, wow naman yung ating perfumer dito. Napakagaling ng kite niya dito sa endgame. Really using this terrain. Oh, naku, nakapag-pallet stun pa uli sa ating Hunter. Napakagaling, no? Yan, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, B-Badge perfumer yan.
Oh, amazing yung fireball back snipe there by Secreto. Still has TP, pero it seems like the gate is already open for the both sides for this Moonlights. And it will be a 2-2 for this both of the teams. Holy damn! They really showed the good stuff on this one.
Grabe, napaka-intense ng laban na yun. I think, yung kite ni perfumer is isa sa mga nagdala ng mga nangyari. Kita mo naman ang ating 121 seconds of containment on the part of our perfumer.
That's amazing. Damn. If Secreto Man was able to cut those that chase time onto Perfumer, I think it's going to be man kill, but do good thing coming in for a shot. Talagang ginawa nila sa way na patagal talaga nung mismong last kite. And on the side naman ng Prospector, it's a good call na nagbago siya ng target to the side of Creto because since Venti got a upper hand on those magnets, and as we can see, he was able to dodge that fireball potentially on his back and was able to stun Secreto at this one. But still, good shot going in for Secreto. Those back snipe really did well on that damage on the team of survivors, and both of them will be having a 2-2 score for the first half of this round. Amazing stuff, Ate Kay. Amazing stuff.
Ang lakas ng start ng ating tournament already. I-draw, favorite ko talaga yung mga draw na yan kasi it just shows na we are witnessing an equal amount of skill and effort from both teams. And it really goes to show na yung mga ganitong outcome na pe-predict natin depende sa mga pangyayari. Gaya ng sinabi mo na hindi change ng target and pag-commit dun sa doctor, and although she has been rescued twice within 5 ciphers, I think the fact na they were able to decode at least 3 at 50% bago na daw ng first survivor really paid off in the end. Kasi paglipad kasi ni Doctor, already just 1 cipher remaining. That's already a big chance for the match to turn out as a draw.
That's quite actually true. And it's all about the risk na kailangan mong i-take on that one. And I think on Ventis, ay nakita ko na it seems like gusto niya mangharas talaga on the doctor's side din talaga. Kasi last chair na yun 1 cipher na lang kailangan nila, but it seems like na hindi umayos sa plano nila because they don't have still yet that last cipher. So risking it might be not risking it on that side for Venti might be or can be, as you can see, it's a good idea to not risk as last cipher is not available. Secreto might be got an upper hand on that scenario if Venti is going for a rust. But still, good game, good stuff, amazing stuff on the both teams. 2-2 on the first half of this game.
And excited na rin tuloy kung paano mangyayari sa survivors ng Code Black at sa Hunter ng Moonlight. Sana naman makakita tayo ng more Badgers dyan, kasi we really enjoy this level of gameplay. So really looking forward. Again, we will be having the same match on the same well, not really the same match because obviously it's a different match. But rather, what I was trying to say is that it's going to be the same map. So makikita natin how Code Black will fare against the Hunter of Moonlights. I'm really excited to see this. Kaya lang, I can't help but look at the lower bracket there. Scouts versus Scouts Sarap. Again, Scouts, anong ginagawa natin? Bakit nagbubugbugan na naman po tayo? Palagi na lang talaga itong Scouts na to. Ang hilig talaga magrambulan amongst themselves. Bakit kayo ganyan?
Anong pinagkaiba ng Scouts saka Scouts Sarap? May magic sarap sila or masarap lang yung Scouts Sarap? I don't know, man.
Feeling ko yung Scouts Sarap, magsasabi sila daw masarap. Yung Scouts daw hindi. Hala, away, rambulan, nako.
Oh God, Scouts Rambulan tournament? Question. I'm kidding. Oh my God. It seems like are we going to have a break before the second half happens, Ate Kay?
Papa Fayron, talk to us. Send us a sign.
Are we going to have a itsy-bitsy break before the second half happens at this point?
Habang inaantay natin yung sagot ni Papa Fayron, kitang-kita mo naman, good job, man. Ang mga supporters mo nagsasabi, ang galing mo daw mag-twerk.
Kasampalin ko talaga yun. Joke lang. Sino yun? Sino yan? Okay.
No break tayo, ladies and gentlemen. We will be going straight into the second match between Moonlights and Code Black. But while waiting for them to actually begin, we're still getting the players ready. We're still getting them into the lobby. Ayan.
Yes.
Kumusta naman po ang ating mga viewers, yung mga nasa chat dyan? Please send your love and wag kayong magdaldalan lang. I-share nyo po yung stream. Kasi kailangan makita ng mga tao. Kitang-kita nyo naman yung video quality ng ating stream. Napakalinaw, mga kaibigan. Ganyan ang power of YouTube.
Yes,
So,
syempre
share nyo,
naman.
i-share nyo sa Facebook. Actually, sinare ko din eh.
Actually,
I-re-share
ko
ko
pa
nga.
na-share. Wait lang,
I-re-share
share ko
ko
na
nga yung
ngayon.
yung stream. And please do the same, guys. Para naman ma-feel namin yung love ng community para sa game and para sa community as well.
Yes.
I think good man, ang pinaka-goal natin dito sa PH ay makapagpadala tayo ng team
Ah!
ng
Let's go!
na makakapag-compete sa wakas sa Call of the Abyss next year. Please!
Oh my God!
Ito na yung panatag ng iilan sa mga players natin eh. Talaga
Mm,
the new goal. Hindi lang makaabot sa sa Titan or sa Hydra. Iba na ang
yes.
goal natin. Upgrading na tayo mga kababayan. Kailangan nating makarating sa Call of the Abyss next year. So by holding these community tournaments, I believe mahahasa yung skills ng ating mga players and ng ating mga friends para naman dumating yung araw na makakita tayo ng PH team sa Call of
Very true.
Kasi
Very true.
umabot na tayo sa IVC.
Actually,
Umabot na tayo sa IVC with the joint effort of some people in the community from different guilds. And I'm really proud na nakarating tayo dun, ano. Pero sana, level up tayo! So,
Yes.
para mangyari yun, kailangan nating magkaroon ng mga ganitong tournament at kailangan nating mag-practice and consistently mag-play ng rank. Although, iba naman din na yung rank scenario sa tournament, no?
iba kasi yung feeling on tournament and rank play. Sa tournament, everything is at stake. Talagang you need to give it all. And just sa rank naman is, I think depende ata kasi different metas is being used on rank talaga and you need to just grasp out of those ranks or talagang yung ino-offer ng rank sa inyo talaga when playing ranks because every hunter can be used on that one and I think it would be still a good practice but joining a tournament at this point before joining into with the big boys and such we can be all the big boys at this point it's a pretty pressuring side on for the tournament side talaga kasi iba talaga yung hangin na nalalanghap mo dun sa mismong tournament because fucking nakakaba talaga actually. So you need a really
By
good
this, do you mean yung experience mo sa sa IVA, sir? Baka gusto mo namang i-share kung ano na yung nangyayari sa international scene na what do we have to cap with? What level do we have to put ourselves on para makapagsabayan tayo sa at least sa Southeast Asia?
Actually, para makapagsabayan tayo for a speech, Pips, it's actually learning the game position. Mas lalo yung spawn position talaga ng bawat hunter and survivors. They know their stuff when it comes to that talaga. And even the meta at this point, you can still use your own meta talaga or own composition. But there's a known meta na ginagamit ng mga IVA Pips talaga, yung mga just totally out of this world. Just may gumagawit ng off-meta picks just to throw off the guard of the opposing team. It really works at that point. So it really depends. Just learn your survivors, learn the team composition that you will be actually using as a team, and learn the spawning points because that actually helps really, really very well. But it seems like kaya natin yung abutan yung mga level ng mga ibang pips sa C or even international because we got a one hell of a unique meta and that can be used as our advantage here in PH. Just surprise them. Surprise them with our freaking trump card and ace cards of a survivor and hunters.
And speaking of meta, Goodman, ang puna ko kasi, kadalasan sa mga players natin dito sa PH community natin, very unique yung kanilang mga picks. Kasi syempre meron tayong meta na sinusundan, no?
True.
From what we know already, ang pinaka-common is support and rescue-centered lineup.
Kasi di na talaga hindi ko. Nagulat din ako actually nang sinabi mo na hindi na talaga It's actually not becoming a common pick or picking common composition talaga on the side for survivor. Just going in for a composition with a strong legs and strong arms just to last long as much as possible for these hunters to actually parang patagan talaga kasi may hunter din if could tumagal and some hunters really excel at that long waiting game. So it really depends on the player and how will this be in a case. Sobrang a common pick talaga yung mga survivor lasting composition at this point. And who knows, baka matagal-tagal pang pagbabago. Just like yung naging decoder composition natin na naging uso dati, na naging matagal din. This would actually might last long on their side. But let's talk about yung mga teams.
Ayan, so again, naka-post deduction tayo but we can actually already talk about what can happen in this match. So again, we have a geisha on the side of Moonlights here, played by Bellatrix. And we have a mercenary, psychologist, cowboy, and entomologist team from Code Black. Now again, mercenary, staple talaga yan eh. Hindi pwede mawala si mercenary kung hindi siya banned. Kasi he is still the most efficient rescuer. And then, si psychologist, I believe ito ang main ni Daybreak, no? I've seen him bring her out in rank and in custom games as well. And ang cowboy naman is sikreto. Ang talagang ultimate na tagabenta ng kanyang mga kakampi. Ay, dalawa lang yan eh. Either ibebenta niya yung mga kakampi niya or hahablutin niya mula kay mama. Pero ito, very excited ako. First time natin makikita, ladies and gentlemen, si entomologist natin played by Jerry, aka Blind Baby Girl, aka Asian Pride. Naks naman! Very
Kala ko magawa Mindsay.
Dati, Code Black mini tournament lang siya nag-participate. Pero ngayon, kita mo naman.
Level up. Gusto ko yan.
Yo na. But yeah, I'm really understanding the Queen ban, no? Kasi in this tight a map, she can really dominate.
That's actually true. Kasi
Kaya
may mga given space talaga na leeway na just for BQ to just walk it out. And that would be a good side on her mirror skill talaga. Unlike yun sa Chinatown talaga na so many blinding spots na pwedeng harangan yung BQ, but still can be manageable if used right by an experienced player. But it's understandable na BQ ang binan actually.
Kaya lang, I'm kind of worried about this geisha, especially because we don't have a perfumer, no? We don't have a perfumer in the lineup. Imagine, no, if the geisha were to find a perfumer in the palleted areas, medyo pwede siyang mahirapan doon. But all we have so far, the best replacement for now is probably this entomologist kasi she can use the bees to at least block an attack. And kaya lang, we also know that geisha will be able to dash through, no?
Yung geisha kasi even though nawala siyang mga capabilities just to traverse around the map, unlike Wuchang, BQ, or meron siyang taga-poke na skill like Sculptor and even yung Clerk, geisha can actually cut those chase times na kung kailan gusto niya talaga. Just using that butterfly. And in some case talaga, yung with that traversal effects talaga, geisha can also do that with a butterfly. Limited range. But we're going in, continuing the match, and let's see how will this start. But it seems like we're going to have a restart on our side. So still, good stuff. Geisha, we might see some good plays going for Bellatrix. As far as I know, I think BQ main tong si Bellatrix. I already seen her IGN on some place on the rank.
So, ibig sabihin, nakasalubong mo na rin siya, sir.
I think possibly. Or nakilala lang sa IDV ko. Sa BQ main, that will be a dangerous experienced player. Letting experienced player getting to their main weapon would be asking for you to actually go onto a huge, pretty strong tank that you need to actually mind game. So it's a good thing that they know their stuff, taken notes on their side, and banning the main weapon for the players to use that main weapon of his or her. Good stuff, good stuff. Everyone has a weakness.
While waiting for the match to start again, pwede natin kausapin ang ating mga kasama sa chat. Sino naman tong nagtatroll na to nagsasabi? Yeah, nice one, Cold Black, galing. Napasurrender niya yung Hunter. Aba, napakagaling.
Breezy. And magkaroon ng restart ng match actually. And no, Ate Sara, hindi ako kakanta. Please nang my way. No, please. Get out of here. Joke lang. Love you, Ate Sara.
But man, I think you need to take one for the team kasi we need to stall the audience.
Hindi ko alam yung kanta.
You need to buy us more time. Ang dali-dali mag-google ng lyrics. Gawin mo na, sir.
Fine. Happy
Wow!
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Di ko actually alam. Di ko alam yung lyrics ng My Way. Please, I don't know this kind of song. What the fuck is this?
Yun ba yung
Ano
Ended It
to?
My Way?
Hindi ko alam sa kanila. I think meme song na naman nata to. Yeah, hindi ko alam yung kanta. In Espanol actually. Naka-Espanol siya. Why? Why do you do this to me, guys? Why? No. No sing.
Kakanta daw si Goodman. Yan na si Papa Fayron na nagsabi. Pili ka sir, My Way daw ba or what?
Hindi. Ayaw. Kakaroon ng twerk challenge on my other stream. So, maybe just go in for
Ayan
that.
na, ayan na. Makakapagsimula na tayo, no? Everybody's ready again. We will be having the match in Arms Factory. Sana talaga very interesting yung spawn points natin. Ayan na! Goodman, habang nag-aantay, may nag-post na ng lyrics for you to sing.
But that's an Espanol. What do you mean? No, I don't know the freaking tone of that. Next time, pag hindi tayo nasa tournament stream, I will not promise
Oy,
anything.
wait, guys, paki-note lang ha, sinabi na po ni Papa Fayron, kung ako daw yan, kakantahin daw niya yung My Way na hinihingi nyo. So, hintayin na lang natin na siya ang magkanto para malaman natin kung talaga pang gagawin niya.
Hindi ko alam yung tono. But going back sa ating match, syempre, yung Gisha, and against this team of survivors. Cowboy, really interesting pick going for Secreto. He talaga gusto niya talaga mangharas. As you said, pwede niya ibento yung kakampi niya o game. Hindi natin alam. Who knows?
Ayan. Mukhang, it looks like we'll be sticking with this lineup for now. But, as for the... Well, syempre, alam na we know what is the full potential of a geisha. We know how she can really make use of those butterflies, and we know what hunters have been doing or using with her in a tournament setting, and that is bring abnormal and using it on the side so early in the game in case she gets kited.
It's very important.
Good man, start it off for us.
Hey, yes. As you can see, good spawn going for the no dead man's place on the beside the shock. But it seems like nanilapasan niya dito yung mercenary and try to pick just some key meta picks. It seems like Secreto. Nakita niya na cowboy yun, and I think tingnan natin kung pakumit siya dito for Bella's going in, and that will be a last going in, transitioning on that pallet. Very well played, but that connect, but that hit will still connect on Secreto's side. He needs to buy at least some time. First one on the chopping block by Miss Bellatrix here, trying to see if Secreto can be able to last long, and that's a pallet drop with that extra passive for that extra stun duration going to Bellatrix. That would be actually good for Secreto, just to compensate what's been lost on the first hit connection on that one. But still, Bellatrix got his skill up with the block. Holy damn! That finished it, the chase.
On the bright side, wala dito yung basement, no? But still, such a good use of Blink right there. Kitang-kita mo no? Kitang-kita niya yung butas kung saan pwedeng dumaan siya through the shock. And indeed, that was such a successful Blink because we have 5 ciphers remaining, and there's a lot of work to be done for the survivors. But it looks like Shroom is actually in the area. Oh! Gumamit ng elbow pads para makapag position towards the cowboy. At na-rescue na po siya, ladies and gentlemen. And na-body block pa.
Good body block by Mercenary. As you said, and Secreto needs to buy more time with his still lasso. Meron pa siyang ilang lasong gamit dito para makatagal against Bellatrix. But it seems like Bellatrix will be being careful on that one. Last effort will stick on that ground. Nice stepping side or side step for Bella. Dodging that potential lasso coming from Secreto. And I think going for butterfly, but he will not disrupt and try to sit this Secreto one for the second time off the chair. 2 ciphers is already down.
And please note na sinend na po ni Psychologist ang kanyang remote healing to the mercenary, so probably he can rescue a second time because they don't want to be using these remaining tide turners on this survivor kasi dead on chair na siya. So it's going to be Shroom who will be rescuing him for the last time before going towards decoding. Ayan na naman po.
Yes, true.
Looks like same trick won't work twice. And yun was able to take a hit for the Cowboy right here. Kaya lang dahil dyan, kailangan niyang ma-heal kasi once matapos yung kanyang Iron Will, down na siya.
Yes, very true on that one. And seems like this will be a double down case scenario here. But Secreto will be down there, man. That amazingly played. Butterfly by Bellatrix trying to cut some and was able to cut Secreto's life. And this will be his final breath on that chair. And since wala silang harass survivors here, that will be a problem on their side because Secreto will be the harassment survivor. That will be going out and back to the manor.
Okay, ideally talaga si Daybreak ang magko-contain sa Hunter because that will give the Mercenary time to stand up again. Now, one Cypher is already... Oh! Wow naman!
Wow.
Ang napalit stun ulit. Although that did happen, no? One hit na lang si Psychologist. So now we have two Cyphers remaining, two survivors down, one entomologist who needs to super try to turn things around. Either mag-decode siya and let the Mercenary do the rescuing. Kaya lang, if that happens, hindi na makakapag-heal si Mercenary ulit. So he's on his last leg as well. Here comes Blind Baby Girl. Rescuing ang ating Psychologist and now...
yung Blinket is used! But still was able to down Daybreaker. Nicely done for Blind Baby Girl trying to drop the power in time before that Blinket's connected on his part. But it seems like second chair will be on for Daybreak. And two Cyphers still remaining. As you can see, nakita natin dito si Shroom. Nagdedecoder ng Cypher na kailangan nila. But it seems like one Cypher will be left on this play of the map. Since I think Blind Baby Girl will go in for the last Cypher. And that's amazing dash going for Shroom. Missing that potential deny for that hit coming from Bellatrix. Nicely done rescue. He needs to last long now and needs to protect because 20% on the last Cypher. And that's a good body block just to buy for Daybreak to escape and break the escape for Bella. And resources are still here. Oh! Still connected with their shock. Holy damn, that hitbox.
Grabe, nag-connect pa rin. Using talaga ng hitbox. Si Geisha was still able to land that hit even if in my screen, actually, she was kind of far, no? Still, yeah. What a weird hitbox. But still, that puts her at a huge advantage. Kasi already, this can safely be called a 3-man kill on the part of the Geisha right here. So, Mercenary will not be able to heal up anymore. And if he does share this entomologist, unless she gets to the Mercenary by some miracle, it could even be a 4-man kill for Bellatrix here. Amazing.
Pero it seems like alam na ata ng Bella na walang self-heal. Nice juke going in for Blind Baby Girl. Another one juke here for Blind Baby Girl. Holy damn! Blind Baby Girl is giving him the blindness that he needs. But that'll be the final hit going for Blind Baby Girl. And that'll be a 2-4-man down for Bella. And that'll be a perfect juicy 5 points going for Moonlights. But it seems like Moonlights will be having a game point at this point. And it seems like they're the team that's going in to the further on the stage.
Yes, mag-advance na sila sa next bracket, no? And then, kung sino ang mananalo sa Scouts and sa Scouts harap will be competing with them in the next in the next round.
Yes,
so now we will be having them. Wait, teka, masyado ako na-excite, no? Before we discuss that, tingnan naman natin ang ating match stats here. So, because the Geisha is such a good chasing hunter, because of the butterflies, she is really able to provide pressure on not only on the Cyphers but on the survivors as well. Kasi tingnan mo yung containment nila. They barely managed against her because this is one of her strong maps, eh. Ang daming piloting areas dito apart from Lakeside and Moonlit.
Yes, very quite true. And still, they got a share of their hand that contained the Hunter talaga. But unfortunately, Secreto was the first one on the block and just shutting down their potential to harass for the Bellatrix here. And Bellatrix was really showing some chase, cutting that time on her chases. Really good stuff, but still, good game. They showed their best on what they can do on their bottom of the side. But Moonlights will be taking in for the next one on the stage. But don't worry, Code Black, you still have a chance here on the losers bracket, and we're going to see who will be. You will be guys fighting around with both teams for the next match here. Scouts and Scouts Sarap. I think lahat sila masarap since both of them are Scouts. But still,
Basta
just like
man!
I still don't know.
Basta man! Good, natikman mo.
Hindi! Sinasabi ko lang. Sinasabi ko lang naman. Oh my God. But I think we're going to have a little break before the match happens. I will... Faron? Okay,
Ayan.
okay.
So when we get back from the break, it will be now the match between Scouts and Scouts Sarap. In other words, Scouts all throughout. Again, magsasabungan lang po sila. At malalaman natin
Pagsambulan.
kung sino ang mag-a-advance. Doesn't matter kung sino kasi pare-parehas lang naman po silang Scouts.
Yes,
Ayan.
yes. We'll be back after this little itsy bitsy break. This is your caster, Goodman and Ate K, going back for more WTS, Will to Survive action. I just stole it from IVA though. I mean WT. Yes.
Yes.
And we feel betrayed. We were
Hey, what is up, detectives? Welcome back! This time for our casters today on this match between Scouts versus Scout Sarap. I think very confusing, but still, all of them are very Sarap and very Scouty. And I am Goodman, and this Ashi. Hey, what is up? This will be her
Hey!
first time casting, so give her a warm welcome. And Ashi, what is up? What is up? How are you?
Oh my god. So the first matches that I just witnessed earlier, it got me really hyped for the match I'm about to cast with you right now. Because the
Mm,
survivors and the hunters, I think the next batch that we're going to witness, I think they're going to be just as skilled and the matches are going to be just as intense as the last ones we saw earlier.
As always, they're going to share their good stuff here, and they want that pretty juicy echoes at this point because 2001 echoes, man, grand prize, beautiful. You can eat those echoes, by the way. No, you can't eat those, but still a
No.
juicy prize for you, for your team to partake in and get that grand prize. So show your good stuff and amazing hunting and surviving skills. But first off, Scouts versus Scout Sarap. They're going to go against their own kin on this very first match of theirs. So really, their history tells us way back. Talagang sobrang gagaling ng mga scouts. I think they even went in or joined the IVA tournament last month, and they really showed some good stuff against those international team on the sea. Still, good thing going in for them, and these players is really experienced, and we're going to see one of the most or one of the another yet intense match that we're going to see today. So let's see, tingnan natin. But it seems like ready na ba sa first half, or they're just be prepping up pa on the lobby. I think they're still prepping up. Yes.
Peyton glitch.
Okay, okay. So let's see kung ano yung mga pwede na lang gamitin against their own team or own kin or own guild there, because we're going to see some good stuff on the Leo's memory. What can you say, Ashi? Leo's memory
Well,
is going
Leo's
to be played.
memory. Leo's memory, in my experience, very dark map. Playing as Hunter in Leo's memory is literally hell for me because I can't see the survivors very well.
It's actually a pretty dark. As you've said, that would be an advantage for the team of survivors. And on the side of the hunter, they need to peel their eyes and open their eyes just to see them carefully on the dark. Because this one, because of that snow, depending on the settings, you can disable them. It's a pretty dark one to be indeed. And let's see on how I'll take advantage on this one and what are their picks against one another, because Place Memory can be I think it's a pretty medium map or large, but for me it's a
I
medium
mean,
map.
for me, it's very medium.
Mm, Unlike Ever Sleeping Down, that's a large map. And this one, medium map indeed, but still very large to be considered at this point. And who knows what's they're going to be picked. And we might see a wildling. No, I'm kidding. I won't be. Hindi ako aasa
Are
na
you
may
hoping to
gumamit
see
ng
a
wildling.
wedding?
That would be actually a good pick, but still depends on underhand. They might use a meta pick at this point because they already experienced it against on some of the other folks on the IVA. Who knows? Maybe they have their own specialty or special cards against their own kin here. Scout
Yeah.
Sarap. Seems like may pinagkaiba lang ata yung dalawa. Masarap yung kabila. And and the other scout is not masarap. Oh, the map
Paano
is
mo
as
alam?
dark as my future. Fucking god.
Oh,
Oh my god, Pero. That's okay. All of us a dark future, and we are the lights.
true.
We are the lights to light it out. Oh, dang, ina. I don't know English anymore. But hey, let's see. Still, I think I've seen some breaking wheel being used at this point. I haven't
Oh,
played any
yeah.
ranks recently, and for me, it still depends. But on the tournament side, breaking wheel can be used here on the side for Lewis memory map if the hunter is going to use it. Because ano na natin, two spikes can literally down you with one hit. So you need to open kite such breaking wheel of this point, and we're
Alright,
going to
so I
start.
think we're going to
Hmm.
see the picks now. or at least the Vans.
Yep. We're going to see Sarap. Ang sarap ko, Magic, sabi na nga ba. Scout Sarap yung ating survivors. But seems like they're going to ban Breaking Wheel and a Seer. No birdie at this
Still
point
no
yet again.
Seer.
No owl. They really hate that owl. Owly owl. No animal abuse.
To be fair, Seer is so hard to predict since you don't really know when he's going to exactly assist a survivor. It's so unpredictable.
Very quite true. And thank you again for the back people there. No, I don't like birdie. But I got a large bird. Anyway, so yun nga. Going on. It seems like we're
Medium
going
ka
to
na.
see... We're going to see Dream Pitch will be played by this other in the side of Scout against Scout Sarap. It's their IGN is really very delicious at this point. Ang sarap ko, Magic sarap mo, P, sarap ni Joseph, and Nappy. Only them. Everyone
It
is
seems that
masarap.
they have an explorer. They're going to take
Mm.
advantage of the darkness of this map, it seems, with
That's
decoder.
That's quite true. And as you said, we might see a hiding skill coming in from Explorer. Tingnan natin kung paano tatapatan Dream Witch because Dream Witch might be has some good sleeve on his hand of that multitasking. Followers, Lich, Spawn. Oh god. They need to be careful and they need to move it very
Dream Witch
fast.
means are so impressive since they have to multitask all the time. I don't know how they do it. So here we have Dream Witch spawning now.
Same either, but it's as you said, first spawn on that Christmas gate as far as I know, and seems like Sarapko will be on the vicinity here with the basement on the shock. But the key target will be here is the Explorer hiding, and we can see Mercenary just going in onto this package Cypher, and the first Lich will be on his. But let's see how Huawei DS will be able to control here. It seems like he's going to commit it just to disable that potential rescue safeness or safety on the future rescues at this point. Still depends if he's going to commit. That's a first hit going for spawn, and a patroller will be deployed, going to bite that little witty leg of
Mercenary is going to be first down.
We might see, but because of that patroller, he was able to deny that elbow pads by Sarap ni Joseph. As we can see, he already used it and was able to cancel out because of that. Every 5 seconds of a patroller will able to disrupt you. So no rescuer will be available, and this mercenary needs to self-heal because he's very far away. And YYDS has a time window to actually these remaining survivors and sharing their potential rescuer on this game.
Yes, it also seems that the Dream Witch has also leached onto Priestess, so that might be able to drop some decoding as well.
Yes, quite true. And Napi only got a hand of 50% page here that they can use for future decoding, spinning things up here. But it seems like we're going to see a potential sacrifice on the side for Mercenary with a future full blood rescue because this Dream Witch or YY will be just guarding or just vicinity camping around this chair. Seems like Magic Sarap here with the Priestess is being disrupted by Dream Witch here. Oh, nicely well played patiently there. Just to wait it out for that portal to be going in for Priestess. But seems like they need to buy more time. Mercenary will be going for full blood rescue. They need to sacrifice that shared time for them what's been lost.
Yes, and it seems like Prospector is also going nearby. Maybe he could possibly assist. And there is a magnet by the Prospector. Very good stun and assist from him, though.
Yes, but this is the problem right now. He has many followers to actually use, so he's just disabled one of those 3 followers, and all of them are getting out of there as much as possible, and those leeches are just following right behind their back. This might be a good point here for YWDS, eliminating again Mercenary and going to be a potential second share. So he is removing the potential rescuer, and Nisus is going to be Prospector, but it seems like he's going to be disrupted. Nice magnet just to knock back off, buying more time. They still need those Cyphers up and running, and YYDS is just only distracting. Oh, Blink hit. Unfortunately, that will be a miss on the side of the Hunter, and we'll try to switch it up and try to see if there's other potential rescuer just going back in front and back, trying to check of which potential survivor is going in. And seems like we're going to see a second chair going in for Mercenary.
Yes, but Mercenary got full-blooded, didn't he?
Oh, right. So that will be a final
Yes.
breath. Holy damn. So that will be a hindrance on their progress at this point. Three of them are still alive, and it seems like ang Sarap ko will be the next one on the block.
Okay, so let's see how Prospector guys. And that hit through the pallet by the Dream Witch, very impressive. And let's see, the Dream Witch is still pursuing him very quickly, and that blink, man.
Just to cut some distance off, because YYDS main body will not be actually doing stuff, but letting for the followers do stuff for him. And still, for Cypress remaining, they need to speed things up, because and that's two Cypress out now. Seems like they need to remove those followers in it, because YYDS is getting a good control, and Lich hit going for Prospector, downing him in time before that Lich disappeared. So they need to take their time, relax, and able to keep up with the Cyphers, because it seems like YYDS will be able to control this game as long as he wants, if it's left early, or if it's just left with those followers around. But it seems like no more Liches to be used there, and he needs to be careful here for YYDS.
Yes, seems like Explorer is going to be the one to rescue Prospector, and that is a hit from the Dream Witch and unsuccessful rescue from the Explorer, but yet another hit through the pallet by the Dream Witch. So maybe Dream Witch could possibly pursue Explorer instead of Prospector, since Explorer really has an upper hand in the decoding progress for the survivors.
Very true on that one. Changing target at that moment when Nappy was able to get or being downed by YYDS, it would be a good thing coming in for good Dream Witch. Will be on a second chair if in any case he needs to prevent that from happening, because they need one more Cypher, but it seems like this will be a 2-bird 1-stone guard here, because Cypher is very close, and this is the only Cypher, seems the last Cypher here to be exact, because Dream Witch is just close by trying to see if he can disrupt Priestess around the Cypher.
Alright, so Prospector is injured, but maybe he could go ahead and decode a different Cypher, since Dream Witch is very much camping this other Cypher. And here we see Priestess going in for the rescue, very successful. And it seems that Dream Witch is going to chase Priestess instead. Very good hit from the Dream Witch, and also very confusing hitbox.
It prevented the Priestess, as always. It prevented Priestess to actually let that portal be activated, and it's a good timing going for YYDS, because it's still spot or it's just still as close on the last Cypher, but it seems to decode another Cypher on their hand, but still close by Lich. Oh, unfortunately that blink hit would not be activated, very much at his hand, but Lich is still there, giving pressure for the survivors to actually disrupt them, and not giving them a breath to decode these Cyphers. Only one more need to go. One of them are injured. They need to take this carefully and plan this carefully around, because
Actually, both of them are injured.
Very true. And it seems like Sarap will try to see, and they're going in for a double rescue on their side, because one Cypher remaining, Priestess needs to be rescued, and trying to see if they can rescue Blink it, but it will be missed. But still, we'll be able to connect on that long charge hit, going for YYDS to Priestess. That will be her final breath, but it seems like he doesn't want to stop there. Still, Lich are still on the area and might be able to clean this thing up.
So it seems like Explorer will be the next one to go down. So maybe Prospector will try and heal Priestess if possible, but it seems that Priestess is going to go back on the chair and be sent back to the manor. So there is a possible solo escape if Prospector can fight long enough for Explorer to bleed out, but from experience, bleeding out it takes such a long time.
It's too long.
Prospector is already injured, so he needs to buy himself a lot of time if he wants to secure that solo escape.
Still, let's do take note as Explorer, or still has Sulfil being used now. It seems like we're going to see a sandwich play going for a Lich hit to ang Sarap ko by Prospector. I need to say the character instead of the IGN. But yeah, Prospector is down now at this point. Now it's his turn to go in for the self-heal. Nap is now on the run. Blinkit is already used, so he needs to go in for a mind game. But there we have it, a Lich hit, successful mind game by YYDS, and seems like Prospector will not be reaching that self-heal in time. This could be a...
so too.
It is one Cypher remaining left at that point. They really did a good job splitting some Cyphers up until to the potential end game because one Cypher remaining left. They did do good on their part, but Dream Mitch, YYDS was able to control of that game because of his followers lurking around that last Cypher area. And that would be at 5 points on the side for the scouts, as far as I know, because Scout Sarap is on the survivor side because they have IGN of Sarap, ni Joseph, Magic Sarap mo B, and ang Sarap ko. I need visit na IGN niya. Still good shit on their part. Really well played.
The decoding progress from the survivors as well is pretty impressive. Look at that 221% from the Explorer. Very nice.
It is indeed very nice because that Explorer helped them go in for the 4 Cypher to the 1. But this will be a game for YBS getting hand of that juicy 5 points he needed for this one. But let's see them, both of the teams yet again on the next half because no breaks. We're going to see them this time around. So let's see on how will they be able to match up with the scouts here against scouts Sarap themselves. So it might be a good thing to plan this one thing out. Really, all of them are masarap, and they need to go in with another Delucius team hunter here to able to draw this one out. They need 5 points to actually force them for the teams of scouts to get another chance or get another second win to actually get this game point away from scouts. Still, let's see on the next one, on the second half.
Yeah, exactly. Still, this match was very.
It's quite good against Dream Mitch. Dream Mitch has that very a very scary presence or the pressure that she can actually give. Because if you left that Lich alive and running and not prioritizing deactivating them, you're giving a chance for the Dreamers to be able to control the game because it's just basically spreading presence of Dreamage herself. So removing those Lich in time would give them an upper hand.
Yeah, that's very important. I've been playing IDV for like a little over a year and I still haven't found out how to counter Dream Witch like very effectively.
Aren't we all for the first time, holy damn? Because on the first time against Dream Witch, I was hella confused on how to get toe-to-toe with this hunter. Really commend on those experienced players talaga. They just have the ability to actually multitask at that point, just trying to divide their attention on those objectives that they needed. And I think nakikita ko rin sila yung in paraan na para sumunod talaga yung Lich is talaga nilalayo nila. Let's say sabihin natin, one survivor, very far ahead. Tapos yung kanyang Lich na nakabit dun, ilalayo niya talaga just to follow or just let the AI to follow for the Lich on the same spot kung saan tumatakbo yung survivor. That's the thing they do. And it's really commendable on how they do it. Really, very scary stuff if you went against for freaking experienced player like Dreamwitch itself. But still, yan natin on how will they draw this one out for the second half because they need to get again for the 5 juicy points. 5 points, baby.
Yeah, that's correct. But I remember there was a time in like rank where the one was Dream Witch. I don't know if anyone also experienced that, but like there was such a time.
There's a season of that where we don't see Dream Witch. I think it's a certain tier that they wanted to ban Dream Witch because this Dream Witch got some good shit skills or before that nerf happened to her because as far as I know, I think nadaan natin yung point na kung saan walang any kind of signal going Dream Witch. Masarap pakiramdam ni Goodman nga. Sorry! But since like naghihintay po rin ata tayo for the second half and still waiting for them to switch before that happens. Just waiting it for the players. But still, I think meron tayong in a way or in a point na kung saan di natin malaman kung nasa yung original body ng Dream Witch. They really give that a nerf to Dream Witch. Ngayon is kitang-kita natin or we are given a notification that if the main body is on right by on the vicinity, we'll be able notice and will be prepared and just preventing that a chance to be jump scared by Dream Mitch because back then no Dream Mitch notification of where the original body
Yeah, I
was.
remember that.
Hmm, pretty scary stuff to be
So I
expected.
think we're going to see the banning now.
Yes.
Yes. So that's a
Big
BQ ban. And still no seer for the fourth time, I think.
Seems like they don't want owl abuser here. They don't want animal abuse survivors here. We won't be
No
able to see
verbs
some flying
allowed.
birds. Yes, they don't want any birds being seen on this hunter. Yet again, for the side of the hunter. Yeah, so you really can give up some good counter to single hit hunter, like BQ to be exact, right? Because that
Yes,
baka
exactly.
tayo sa Buisit ka. Oh my god. I really don't know what tayo lang sa Zero, but giving them a chance to actually dangerous for them to be faced off. Because that thing, that human being of a Zero Master could lead up to a potential 5-man kite. Still,
Yes, and there are like seers that assist people while kiting, like the seers that look at the hunter while they're chasing another survivor to get more birds. Those seers, oh my god.
thank God they nerfed him, but still, it's still being banned. It's still strong as ever, just like really strong. It doesn't really remove him from any key meta at this point. Still on the top. But let's talk about the game. I think we're going to see some Annie plays here. We're going to see some cats. Oh, cat game plays. Big. With
Yep.
cat
So
spawn as we can see here, and seems like going in for just to utilize that dash, covering some distance, and we might see YYD is and Dean just around the area, and seems like Dean is being seen here by our
um
ad here.
seems that they have paused the deduction for now.
Oh, interesting stuff. Nice, nice. It seems like they're going to deal with a problem on the back end. And let's talk about how or what is the usage between these two because we're going to see a little girl on their side.
Yes,
Haven't
little
seen a while.
girl.
Mm. Oh my god. What can you say, little girl? As a
Girl.
survivor. What can you say, little
Little
girl?
girl as a survivor. Oh my god. She's very good at assisting, like in decoding and kiting. Like there are very few survivors that actually assist through decoding. That's very rare. Like there's only I think prisoner who
Mm.
can assist others in decoding and maybe explorer as well. But little girl, man, she's just like very versatile with her pages and her buff. Man, she can be
It's
used in so
actually
many situations. Her
very
TP
true.
as well. She's just like kind of like a gold mine.
Mm. It's like a gold freaking gold backpack of a med kit. It's really handful for a little girl to able actually teleport you, and with that memory on your hand, that will quite be helpful indeed against this Ara Ara by using her disciple or his disciple. But let's see, only who will be the first target here. But as we can see, it was able to use a first hook going for the second floor on that stairs. Nice usage on that one. Was able to take advantage of that terrain.
Yes, and seems like Anne is going to try and find a different target so that maybe it can be an easier chase.
Mm, he needs to cut this time of finding target because it would take long and Ara Ara wants to disrupt the Cypers as early as possible. Going in for a TP, he wants the key potential picks, but it seems like Toy Merchant will be the next one here, dashing out through the utilization of that cat. It seems like Toy Merchant going in for that stairs. Yet again, that terrain is their favorite spot to actually kite for the survivor. But it seems like they're going to cross path here on that door, giving a cat to real Corona here, trying to see if he can able to reach it. But to no avail, that path will give more distance for real Corona to get out of there in time to prevent to stun him at that point. But this spot is really a favorite thing for survivors to kite around. But seems like another second time usage here for Will Corona here for the catapult. Really just going to utilize that yet again. But seems like changing target will be a good idea for Ara because Toy Merchant is going to be a really hefty stuff to go against it. But seems like Mr. Bombastic is on the area. and we're the next one to be chased here. But seems like we're going to see any Cyphers going to pop any second now, and 4 Cyphers remaining at this part of the game.
Yep, and it seems that now Anne is going to actually chase little girl, and with that memory, buying her some time to go away from the hunter. It seems that that is a stun from the disciple, and that will secure a hit actually. And now that there's like 4 ciphers remaining, and one of the ciphers is at least half, we could see the dungeon popping up very soon if the little girl can buy some time to decode from the for the survivors. But damn, that catapult came in clutch for the little girl. And
And
as
I
we
yet
see Anne actually teleporting once more to the
Shaka.
mercenary this time.
Yep, another one usage of the TP because a toy merchant that is coming for the catapult really give little girl her actually escape route at that terrain. And since like mercenary will be the another one on the chopping block here and stunning him and securing a freaking hit for the mercenaries back. That will be a hindrance on the future rescues that potentially for ideas, but little girl was able to reset his health state here or her health state, and another cat will be utilized trying to see if that cat will be able to go in, but that elbow dash will be covering some distance just to prevent Ara for that potential dash going in for that cat, but silencing him may be that point that will be able to cancel out a potential elbow dash coming from Mercenary, and just like that dropping in that pallet in time, trying to gain more distance and securing himself away from that potential cats. But Cross, be careful now, cats, and that elbow dash will be used lastly on his side. No more elbow pads to be used, 3 Cyphers remaining left. Ni Arara needs to cut this chase time that he needs to be able to chair at least one of them.
Yeah, and it seems like there are no but it seems that the deduction has been paused once more, so maybe there are still some issues that need to be resolved behind the scenes. So while we're waiting for that, maybe let's talk about what are some ways that you can actually like counter disciple. What do you think?
Interesting, because one way to actually is just to dodge that cats, because that cat is actually the most vital set or vital weapon for Anne to actually use, because that cat let her actually go in for a dash that you can't expect. So letting that cat be able to dodge that cat will prevent Anne to stun you at any point of the chases. But let's see on how will Ara handle it, and how will this team of survivors going to able to go against this cat, because that cat can also silence at this point. And going in for a cat jumps right in back for YYDS, doesn't have
I
any
think this
potential.
could be the first down, and yes.
Oh,
But
that's a
is it
cyber
that the
pop.
Cypher is already primed?
It is. They were able to decode those 5 Cyphers in time before YYDS was able to get down. So Ara with the detention hit, going in for that cat once more. A cat already on his back, and let's see on how we'll be able to dash it out. And stunning on that side of the window, another stun going for the cat. The confined space giving him much more trouble, joking around, but YYDS will be down there for that detention hit and getting that score and prevent them from gaining another juicy point on their side. Holy damn.
Right, but still, very good job. It seems like they're going to have a 3-man escape maybe, or maybe one of them will go for the rescue. It seems like one of them is opening a chest, but has actually stopped doing that. Maybe they sense that Anne is coming near them already. And
Seems
that
like
Anne is also going for that gate.
Yes, as we know, and seems like both of the gates is already open, and seems like they're not going to stop because little toy merchant is going in. Oh no, it's not going for a rescue, just securing those potential 3-man escape out of this game, and that will be a 3-1 point game here by Mr. Scouts, gaining 3 points on their team and 1 to the side of Scouts up. So that will be a game point going in for Mr. Scouts, and be up for them to go against with Mr. Moonlights on the next stage. And Scout Sarap, you did very well on that round and
Yes.
still have a chance to fight it against with Mr. Code Block, because 2 teams will be able to be picked up over here on the Group A. Good stuff, very good stuff. But let's see on how will they handle out, because they still have a chance to actually fight it out. And we're going to see them scout Sarap yet again against Code Block. Good stuff, good stuff. They really did well on taking advantage of that terrain. Really on that team.
Yeah, and
Patient.
especially that almost 120 seconds kite from the mercenary, very impressive.
Yes, it really forces Arara to change targets, because all of them has potential to actually go into the terrain of that arms factory and really give a hard time for Arara to actually pick out a key target picks that he'll be able to get down there. But since they're able to take advantage of the catapult from Toy Merchant was used efficiently, just trying going around with that, taking advantage of that really factory sided. It really give a survivor a heads up on their kiting, and just forced out Arara to chase down Mercenary because he is not close by on that factory. But still, good stuff. Very well played. But this one will be on the game for the scouts. Still, we'll be able to see them on the next matchup. But before that happens, of wait, this is second half, right? But syempre,
Yeah,
before that
second half.
happens, we're going to see them fight it out here. I think we're going first on Code Black muna ba or Moonlight against Scouts, Fayron, after the break. Okay, okay, noted on that. So, bago tayo pumunta o tumungo sa Code Black versus Scouts, we'll be having a itsy-bitsy break. So, more of Will to Survive, you're on your own hunting and surviving skills from these players. This is Goodman and Ashi, your casters. We'll be having a short break.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To play haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To play haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Solo escape.
Still, let's do take note as
Okay, hello everyone. Unfortunately, Goodman is no longer with us. By that I mean, di muna siya mag-shoutcast, magpapahiya muna siya. So now we're going to go ahead and go to our next matchup, which will be very interesting. So here with me today is Klieg, who I think is also shoutcasting for the first time as well. So hello Klieg, how are you doing?
It's my first time actually shoutcasting for this type of tournament, so I'm stutter a bit, and yeah, I think I may be a little nervous, but it's as I was reassured that this is a casual tournament, but so I'm just gonna be calm and try to be calm. Oh god,
Yes, rest in peace, Goodman. Masyado na po siya nag-shoutcast. We need to let
should
him rest for now.
yeah,
Pero I
the
think we're going to go ahead to the elimination round for Code Black and Scout Sarap. So the map for today is Chinatown. Very interesting since the past few maps were kind of medium maps. We're actually getting a very large map this time.
yeah, actually, Chinatown is one of the bigger and kind of newer maps added to the Identity 5. The spaces between the Chinatown and what do you call this? A little healthier, actually.
Ever sleeping?
Yeah, ever sleeping. This is actually kind of good for survivors such as mercenary or priestess, since they can utilize their skills to the max advantage.
Yes, and it seems like
Let's talk
still
about
no
bans.
seer.
Yeah, being banned for the how many at time since the
I
first.
think this is like I have no idea. I have lost count. So many
Really,
seer
tier has
bans.
been banned since the first match, and we can see hunter being banned is breaking wheel, which actually is a good hunter in this map since breaking wheel can cover a lot of space in a small amount of time.
Yeah, Breaking Wheel is so good at mobility in large maps like um Chinatown, Ever Sleeping, Moonlit, since there are also open areas that Breaking Wheel can take advantage of. And it seems that the hunter for today will be Axe
Yay,
Boy.
Axe
So
Boy!
I'm thinking
Actually,
he's
I
one of your
wanted to
favorites.
shout out. Yeah, it's one of my main. I actually want to shout as an Axe Boy Hunter today.
So luckily for you, the hunter for today is Axe Boy. So have fun shoutcasting Axe Boy. I really have trouble like countering this hunter since he's so hard to kite.
Yeah, I'd like to utilize the fireballs as my secondary peeper.
Yeah, they're like so useful, but I have no idea how to use Axboy. Axboy mains out there, y'all are doing a good job because like I have no idea how to
Let's
use
go,
him.
Axe Boy mains!
Axboy means
Alright.
rise up down.
Kayo mga Axe Boy!
Alright, so it seems that Axboy has already spawned and already on his way to find a survivor. And it seems that the first kite may be a coordinator since it's very close to the hunter already on the second floor.
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of having struggle to see the stream since it's kind of lagging for me. But I see the, yeah, being chased is Magic Sarap. My screen is actually freezing right now, and I can actually see the match being unfold right now.
Oh, right. I can take over for you for now if you're having trouble. But the coordinator actually shot Axboy very early into the game, and it seems like Axboy is also trying to hit her with a fireball, but to no avail. And it seems like coordinator is trying to vault, and Axboy is trying to go ahead and maybe go in for a tower shock or try to hit her while vaulting. But it seems like she's transitioning very well. Klieg, is the stream still lagging for you? Coordinator actually just got downed still with I think only one cipher about to be finished at 80%, and it's actually very unsure who can go for the rescue. Maybe Ara can go for a rescue since they are the nearest one to coordinator, but it could be very unpredictable since any of them could go for a rescue right now since all of them have the potential to assist coordinator to get to a safer kiting area. But it seems that um, RR is going to be the one to rescue. And another hit from the Axe Boy doing some great damage to the priestess. And her last effort, very impressive. But it seems that little girl has also TP'd here and has laid down a memory fragment to assist them. I believe Stig is still having some technical difficulties, so um, I'll still
Sorry,
shout
I was
the.
just muted. I'm sorry. I was muted. I was actually talking the whole time. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
It's okay enough for me. I'm sorry. Anyways, here we can see a coordinator being chased by an axe boy, a purple fireball running around him. So we could actually breaking line of sight here, and here we can being sandwiched by the pallet and I'm what do you call this? Being sandwiched by the hunter and the fireball right there, giving no space for the coordinator to dodge it.
Yes, and still very solid decoding progress since they have three ciphers remaining and the dungeons with one cipher already at 58%. They could be looking at a very good progress right now, and it seems like Axelboy is going to go ahead and try to injure or disrupt little girl here. Could be possible that he could hit her with a fireball,
Your
and it seems
fireball
like
has
Ang Sarap Ko is going for the rescue.
names are so amazing. We should get more names like this. Here we can
Oh
be
shit, excitement!
cancel the prospector's magnet, and here we can see the fireball being hit by the coordinator
And
in
it
the
seems like
last
it will
effort.
be a double down.
It will be a double down, which is very unfortunate for the sides of the survivors, since that's gonna be a big debuff for them.
Oh shoot, and it seems like there's a long part about the priestess, but I don't think it will get used very much since Axelboy just destroyed it right off the bat. Maybe priestess was going to go ahead and coordinate her, but Axelboy found the portal right away. And
What I think
with
they wanted to go to the priestess wanted to call the coordinator, so the coordinator wouldn't get shared by the axe boy. But unfortunately, the tide turn has ended when the portal was
yes,
actually being.
and it seems
Here
like
it is.
now Axelboy is going to go for Prospector, and Prospector actually has the buff of Little Girl, so maybe oh
Ooh,
no,
another fireball
that's
hit. A
that
fireball hit
was
was the
so
prospector. Yeah, that was very unfortunate for the side of the prospector. Here we can see the jukes being made by the little girl. He'll get hit, and I think the axe boy here will go share the prospector since there are no survivors here viable for the rescue.
right. There, since two of them are injured, it will be very difficult unless maybe Priestess has a long portal or they find each other and reset. But it will be very difficult if they can actually rescue Prospector in time. And it seems that they're actually going to go for a full reset, maybe.
I think they're trying to heal each other to actually go and rescue the prospector. But here we can see Axway leaving the prospector alone and disrupting the healing so that they could rescue the prospector. But we can see here Priest is using that portal, a very long portal they're used, so that he could rescue.
So unfortunately, the Prospector has gone over half blood. But maybe he can buy himself some time. And that is a hit from the Axe Boy. Yes,
Cypher
that's
being
what I
popped right.
said. That is
See
a
here
very
the
good
prospector
cipher
trying
point.
to run for his life from the axe boy using another magnet, failed to propel the hunter away.
So maybe Axboy is going to teleport to this gate, and there's actually no one opening this gate yet, and there's actually a little girl that teleports right away at the nick of time. That is a clutch. I'm telling you that the TP from little girl definitely always comes in like such handy situations, and it seems that maybe it'll be a draw if the hunter can manage to chair prospector. It could also
Actually,
be maybe a 3 or 4 man.
this is actually, I think they should go for draws. It's much more safer, and that was the last chair for the prospector. Fortunately, they opened the gate and escaped with a double for the draw today.
So that is a draw from the hunter and the survivors. Like, wow, that was a match, especially the little girl that TP'd right away. She almost got caught, but that TP
Oh, so
saved
clutch.
her life.
I could imagine the the teams there screaming for the little girl.
Yes. And man, look at the decoding progression. It's got 206%. That's a girl decoder for real.
That's the MVP decoder for today.
Yes, and also the three heals, man. Little girl, you did well. And also the other survivors, especially the prospector who bought himself some time and the kite from the coordinator. Actually, everyone did a good job as well as the hunter, man. The fireballs were so good and like,
Surviving
damn, you
everyone.
did such a good job.
Yeah, nice job on the axe boy. I love you. I love the axe babies out there.
May bias ka sa axe bringing.
I love axe boy in general. Such cute
Alright.
guy.
So
So
yeah,
that's it's gonna put oh that's a yeah, that's a tie.
it's a
So
draw.
uh it's a draw. So Scout Sarap Hunters here actually needs a three man down, or Cold Black needs a three-man escape to secure a win.
Yeah, that could be possible. Like, it's
Game
very
actually.
unsure who's going to win. Actually, this is very intense. Like, oh my god, a tiebreaker.
Yeah, pressure from the both sides. So like the survivors and hunters, they need to be at their top of their game today.
Yeah, they need to give their 100% since it's really like it's a crucial match for both teams, and they need to like know exactly what to do so that they can gain an upper hand in the match.
Yeah. So let's see if the other teams are ready for the next match.
Yeah.
And now let's see. Can we? So
Payron, can you give us a sign if the teams are ready for the next match? All right. So while we're
uh,
waiting for that, I guess we can talk about Axe Boy. So, Klieg, what do you think makes Axe Boy like a good hunter exactly?
as he has an inbuilt peeper. He has a slow. He has extra hit on him, which actually can, if you miss the hunter, there's another speed that can actually give you a closing gap between them, and that soul right there can be your secondary peeper, so you won't have to bring one. And I really hate the people who destroys the trees.
Right. Axe Boy, he's always been like a scary hunter to me. And I've only recently found out that you can actually dodge his fireballs. I thought they were like auto aim. Turns out they are not.
Super, super
Axe boys are just really
overpowered.
good at aiming fireballs.
That's gonna be actually super overpowered for the hunter side over there. But yeah, you can touch the axe boy by looking around. If you can kite if you can kite the hunter and if you can kite the fireball at the same time.
Yeah, and Axe Boy also he offers like such good map control. Like since he has mobility from his abilities, it's like no matter what map he's in, he can always find like an area to utilize.
Yeah, and actually as an axe-boy main, you have to trust your instinct on the fireballs there, and sometimes you have to pull the fireball from angle that you can see the survivors and hope you get a hit. That's actually one of my kind of technique to use as axe-boy. Just
Yes,
hoping that
that's
I will
very
hit the
useful.
hunter. And most of the time,
Uh,
it just. All right, I think the other team is ready here. Scout Sarap as the hunter and the Black as survivors.
yeah, it seems like almost all of the survivors are ready, and maybe the match is about to start. Still, we are in Chinatown, very big map. Let's see, maybe we can see a different hunter this time. So we can try and
Yeah,
analyze like
which hunter you want to see this match?
I've really been waiting for a Galatea. I don't know why, but like as a Galatea main, I'm waiting for that representation.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, There,
Galatea.
there was one point that Galatea was actually auto banned every rank session I have.
Right, I remember that time. Like she was so feared as a hunter, but now in rank, I mostly see BQ Nayad ban, or maybe sometimes Geisha even, which is very understandable since they have like insane map control with BQ mirror, Nayad dash, and also Geisha's dash. So now we're seeing a
Just
BQ ban actually.
a Vicky ban and another bird ban. Poor Seer.
Oh, but guys, I am so sorry, but still no seers. I am so sorry for the seer mates out there. You will not be able to see Ellie Clark this tournament for now.
Yeah,
And
Seer is actually a very scary survivor if you think about it. They have communications and they know each other very, very well.
right, seers with communications, seers with proper comms, like they can assist super well. And it seems like maybe we're going to have a bonbon this match. Very interesting. And we also have an embalmer, a little girl. Um,
And we couldn't see the other survivors.
we couldn't see the other survivors since we're back on the banning screen.
There's Batter.
um, that's a
Batter
mercenary. That is a mercenary in the batter.
with another harasser type survivor. Let's see if he can harass, or let's see if
um,
Bonbon here can down three man to secure the win for his team.
yes, like the survivors are actually very good for assisting. Like we have Embalmer with his coffin, Little Girl with her memory fragments and TP, and we also have Batter. Batter is a very interesting survivor. I have not seen him in a while, so let's
Batter is
see.
actually quite annoying. It's actually good. If the player actually using Batter is good, it can be very, very annoying with the stuns and push. Uh, there was one point that I couldn't even share a survivor because of a Batter.
Right, I've also experienced that. It was so painful, but now we see Bon Bon trying to find a survivor. It seems that maybe he might chase L, the mercenary, but maybe he's going to change target or injure him. But
We
there's
can see
actually
actually
three survivors in this area.
here we can see Bonbon transitioning to the little girl, which is a better choice here, since the little girl doesn't have the iron will like the mercenary, which will take quite a while to down.
Yeah, but also little girl has her memory fragments, so maybe she could also self-sustain herself. And we see her kiting pretty well actually. With the survivors are batters.
Oh, basically, that
Um,
memory fragment giving space from her and Bonbon.
Yeah, and it seems like Mercenary has already also started his own cipher. So little girl is really out here buying her teammates some time with her kite. But let's see if Von Bed can go ahead and try and mind game little girl to maybe get a down and share her.
Actually, the little girl here is actually doing very, very well as for the kiting, and just hit can be hit. Maybe you can. Oh, actually, I think he's waiting for the bomb, so he could actually automatically him down, but that doesn't happen. The coffin being gave to little girl, so they could secure a rescue, and we can see here Ara trying to find another survivor,
Right. It
or
seems that little girl has maybe left his line of sight, but
oh, he's
actually
setting down a
it's
bomb.
she's in the second floor, and maybe they're waiting for the on for the second floor, trying to use a bomb, and
Bonbon is
that
actually
is
setting
basically a
trap.
waiting game here.
Yeah, it's actually Bonbon setting up a trap so he could pinch a little girl here in an area where there's two choice: go down or really go down and be cheered.
Yeah, so let's see if Bonbon can go ahead and take out the little girl since she only has zero point 0.5 damage left until she gets down. Very delicate situation, but that memory fragment coming in with a clutch and pushing Bonbon away from the little girl, buying her some time. And now we have two ciphers finished and the dungeon spawned right there. So little girl doing good job right now.
Yeah, the little girl here is actually doing a really good job at maintaining space away from the hunter with the memory fragments and the waiting game from the second floor.
Yes, like her memory fragments are so well timed. Sometimes my memory fragments cancel the hunter's attack recovery, so Actually, that is a hit from the bonbon, so maybe embalm, but actually, maybe they're saving it for little girl's second chair. So here we have the little girl's first chair, and it seems like maybe,
Oh, they're
never
using the.
mind, they're actually going to embalm her.
That's actually gonna be bad for the hunter since the coffin might be halfway around the map, so he might transition here to Code Secreto here with the batter. You
And
see
that
that
is a
that
stomp from the batter. Man, batters are so good at like aiming. Like it's already hard to aim and like go ahead and try to get the hunter, but like that is some solid stunts from Secreto right there.
is
Very
actually like
nice.
batter here is actually like little girl here 2.0, pushing away the hunter to gain space here. So another chase here around the second floor. Second floor is being utilized way too much.
Yeah, so here we see Bon going ahead and try and go ahead into to injure batter like with his bombs, but another disadvantage from Bon or something that he has to have is line of sight, but that is a hit from him, but a
Sarap
prime
has
from
been
the
blocked,
survivors.
and I think that's a three-match win that they were anticipating, so that their team could actually go on for the next match.
It seems like they're already opening a gate already at 53% as I seen earlier, and Batter's still up here on the second floor trying to buy some time, and
Could actually
Ara putting down a beaver.
This could actually be a possible four-man escape if you ask me. If the
Yeah,
dungeon is
look, the
already,
dungeon is like right
it's
there,
gonna be a
and it looks
four-man
like it
escape.
is going to be a four-man escape
Good
by the
job,
Batter. Gosh, that is a clutch. My
good job
God.
of the survivors here and the hunter as well.
That is a good job from the survivors and the hunter. Like that was such an intense match. Look at that 117 seconds, those 81 seconds, Sky.
Mercenary,
They
mercenary
really
and
bought
bomb,
time from their
200%.
teammates. God damn.
Damn, yeah, that's actually a very nice match. Good plays by the little girl right there, keeping space from the hunter and herself.
Yeah, and it turns out Mercenary has like 210% decoding and Embalmer has 242% decoding. So now we know who um
Who the true
the
decode.
decoding MVPs for this match. And man, that was like such a good match for both the hunter and survivors. Like the hunter did a good job downing little girl and chasing batter. Like it could have been good if Embalmer hadn't involved little girl in like the nick of time. Like there were so
Yeah,
many close calls. It was such an intense match.
yeah, I actually like the play of the Bonbon here, trapping the little girl onto the second floor, but unfortunately, little girl knows her way around the second floor.
Yes, and her
Close
memory
to
fragments,
the hunter.
they were really good.
Memory fragments were just perfect. When I get teamed with a little girl, they just reset everything.
I
The
may
benefit.
admit that little girl, but um, now I see Code back with like a total of 7 points. So I believe that it will be going on to the second round for elimination.
Yeah. Um. Well, this is gonna be the end, right?
Yes, I believe.
Ayaw niya
Mm.
talaga si Birdie. First year,
So
you didn't get a chance. Oh, and actually, shout out kay Joshua, who's been forcing me to shout him out this entire time. Ayun na, shout out mo, oh.
fortunately, I can't really multitask and open up YouTube because I'm on mobile. But I do hope that the viewers out there are enjoying this match right now. Like they are really like head to head right now. The survivors and the hunters, they are giving their 100%. But I believe that is the match for today. And we're about to have a short 5 minute break. So, Clee, do you want to say anything before that?
Yeah, so I already said what I have to say about my shout out for my little friend over here. And yeah, we will see you next time
All right,
on the
thank
next
you.
match. See ya.
Have I become a little too shy for love? I've been hurt before. All's fair in love and war. So I snuggle up close to the shell I'm living in. And if I let you in, another round begins. No, I'm spinning in a vicious cycle. I'm scared of doing something I'll regret. Maybe this is right, but I'm still staring at your silhouette. But what if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? But what if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side.
Should I be scared? The feeling's so different now. You got me floating here, a feather in the air. Oh, but when the wind blows, will I tumble or sail away? Or would you have me stay? And what if I escape? I know
I'm spinning in a vicious cycle. I'm scared of doing something I'll regret. Maybe this is right, but I'm still staring at your silhouette. But what if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? But what if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side, by your side. I'm not afraid. We found something that'll never fade. We can be ourselves and figure out the rest along the way. What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side. I need you by my side. I need you by my side.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you sa lahat ng viewers na sumubaybay sa stream until now. We are now at the third matchup for today, and this is between Moonlights and Scouts. Bali sila po ang dalawang sa round 1. And in the previous match, we had the match between Code Black and Scouts, out of which Code Black was able to emerge. So, ayan. So, ngayon malalaman po natin kung sinong mananalo. Sa dalawang nanalo actually. Kaya very exciting kasi kumbaga sila yung nasa top position ngayon, no? In the group stage. So, casting with me today for this match is walang iba kundi si Clegg. Kumusta? Can you tell us something? Ay, talagang fourth matchup na ba? Ay, anyway, yun nga. Ayan nga. So, dahil nga fourth matchup na, actually, ito na yung huli, no? Ay, hindi ito yung huli. Ito ba yung huli? Nalilito na tuloy ako sa inyo. Kayo, kukulit nyo eh. Clegg, ayan, ikaw na ang tumulong sa ina. Ano ba mangyayari after nito? Kung ito na ba ang last o tag dito? Magkakaroon pa ba tayo after nito? Sabaw na tuloy ako. Pambira kayo.
So actually, nakita ko naman yung dalawang teams, napakagaling nilang dalawa, especially the scouts. I can see that they showed how they played in the IVA, was it? Or the co-op?
Syempre, oo. And not just they also some members of Scouts was able to already have a taste of IVC. So bigatin na talaga ang Scouts, already a household name in the community. So anybody who goes up against them should know well to really prepare, especially because kumbaga ito yung nanalo sa sabungan nila between Scouts and Scout Sarap.
Scouts. I'm really actually looking forward for versus Scouts here because I saw how well they did in their matchups. Yeah, I really have nothing else more to say about that.
Pero ang matanong ko lang, no, si Real Corone ba? Si Corone talaga?
Sabi nga, nababasa ko siya daw si Nanashi. Totoo ba yan?
So, meron bang makakapagbigay sa atin ng insider information sa identity ni Real Corone kung siya ba talaga?
Talaga yung Real Corone.
So, bakit ba kasi ganito mga pangalan nyo, no? Definitely not Red Ping. Obviously Red Ping. Ano ba? Tapos ito pa si Sikreto, yung pangalan niya dito sa chat, totally not Sikreto. Ano ba talaga? Medyo makukulit itong mga bata natin ngayon, ano? Nililito nyo kasi kami eh. Anyway, yes, as you said, very exciting kasi bigatin tong ating mga gali for this match up and Moonlights. Although, ngayon ko lang sila na panood, ano? Ang galing nila. Ang galing nila. Unang-una pa lang. Very exciting makita yung gameplay ng ating geisha na talagang nakakatakot talaga. Tingnan natin, how they will be able to fare against Scouts.
Lalo, team, nakakatakot talaga yung pag-control ng mga followers niya. Nakakatakot.
Pero mukhang survivor muna si YYDS for today's video. Si Bellatrix muna na nag-play as Geisha in the previous round against Code Black ang maglalaro as Hunter for this map. And by the way, this is one of my favorite maps, Red Church. Kasi very balanced siya, not just for Hunter, but for the survivors as well. So I really feel na in this match, we are able to level the playing field between both factions. And now here we are going straight into the picks and bans phase. Glig, what do you think about this lineup? Is this good for, rather this Hunter choice, is this good for Red Church, no?
Yeah, I'm actually seeing a lot of harassers here. Really bad for the Hunter here since she has to look for the survivors which is gonna harass him or her.
Oo nga, no? Well, medyo mahirap-hirap ang ating lineup. It's going to be a bit challenging for our Geisha because there are some high walls in this map and it needs a lot of camera control, di ba?
Yeah, look at here at Mr. Bombastic with the A badge at the Magician.
Ay, nako.
May big guns
tayo. Yes, it's going to be a challenge indeed for our Geisha, but let's see, no? Let's see how it's going to play out, especially because I haven't seen Magician in a tournament setting, at least I haven't been seeing him. So, I think Magician can be very strong in this map. Kaya lang mukhang hindi yata siyang hindi yata siyang magiging unang target kasi they are already transitioning.
First chase here being YYDS as a mercenary. Not a good find for my... Oh, and that's a perfect hit. You can see here, YYDS trying to gain space from the... what's her name? Geisha.
Geisha, yes.
Forgetting their names. Using the elbow pads to gain space from the Geisha here and moving to stronger kiting area.
Ayan. So it looks like the Geisha will be committing to this this mercenary, no? Kasi forward, not the best find. Magician, so hard to chase. Cowboy, nako, baka mahirap din siyang, he might be the easiest target, but it looks like they are just too far, no? And it's already been a lot of time spent. And finally, Bellatrix is able to land a hit on the mercenary, but because of that iron will, medyo nakatagal pa siya ng kaunti, no?
Here again, giving the geisha another presence here. This is going to be actually quite difficult since the geisha is gonna dungeon the mercenary.
No! Oh no, this could be really good for the
Oh,
hunter.
they're actually going for the stun.
Oh wow!
And long stun. That's good control since it's in the dungeon. Personally, the dungeon rescue from the
Oh,
forward
wow.
has good controls with the hands, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes, and just like that, forward was able to get out of that hit before the geisha was able to land it. And again, the mercenary doing his very best to do some containment. And wow, a beautiful pallet stun from YYDS there. He has no more resources, ladies and gentlemen. So it's just gonna take one. And then yun na nga po. Nag-dash ang ating geisha at nakapag-land ng hit sa ating mercenary, and he will be going down in the reception area or the breakable walls.
Here trying to hit the mercenary for the full presence, but I don't think that's going to happen. We can see here the real Corona.
Oh no! Wow! Wow, check out that support from the cowboy, but from the forward as well. Kasi tatlo sila dyan, eh. They're trying to divide the work, divide the attention of the hunter.
3 ciphers remaining. Can the mercenary here buy a lot of time for his teams to decode all of those 3 ciphers successfully? We can see here mercenary here kiting near one of the progress cipher here with forward.
Ako, mabagal pa naman mag-decode si forward, no? And there's progress on that cipher. But so far, a really good kite from our mercenary. He will be able to have one more chair on him. So, I think what they're doing here... Oh nga, I saw that pallet stun. You called it out. But look at this cowboy, also in the area trying to give support. Buying time. Kaya lang, because there are 3 people here are trying to each other out. Ang naging, yung magician natin, yung on your own ngayon sa decoding.
Yeah. Geisha here having a hard time sharing the mercenary with the double support from the team. Real Corona can successfully the mercenary. And
there we go again.
Magician's gonna be the real MVP of decoding right here.
Wow, just look at these three idiots trying to support each other, but it looks like
It goes down.
Wow, it looks like the geisha has lost.
Rescue this forward once again.
No!
Forward, so cancels out. I think he may be able to struggle here.
Yes, he may be.
The rescue from the
rescue na naman po ng cowboy natin. Napakakulit talaga ng cowboy.
The cowboy.
Ang kulit naman ni Real Corone. Corone, asan ka na ba? Ang kulit ng Real Corone mo. Ayan. I think makakabangon na si Mercenary at this point, kasi the cowboy will be making her way. Ay, nag-teleport! Nako, gumamit po ng teleport para malapitan ng ating Mercenary and finally, maisi-second chair na po siya, but things are still looking good for the survivors because there's only one cipher remaining.
I think the cipher right there is actually primed right now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
the real Corona is heading right through the prime cipher in the middle of the church. Well, here Mr. Bombastic trying to go for the rescue over here.
Na-rescue na po siya, and also all it's gonna take is just one more hit before they will be able to pop that cipher. Nako, teka, yun na nga. At pinap na po. Yes.
here Geisha is actually committing to the mercenary here. The mercenary can, if the mercenary actually kites successfully here, he might be able to escape through that dungeon.
Actually, that is true. The dungeon is in the area. However, Geisha does have detention, and if he does take a hit, that's it. He will be going back to the manor. But this is already a lot of time being bought by the mercenary. They will definitely get 3 people out of the gate at this point. Wow, yun na nga.
3 people
Oh my
escape.
gosh! Akala ko abot pa eh.
But very good kiting there from the mercenary, giving a lot of.
Yes.
Actually, the support of the cowboy was very, very intense.
Yes! Biruin mo, ilang beses eh. Ilang beses siya nakapag-balloon rescue. That's the game changer right there. At first, I was a bit panicking, no? Kasi, tinan mo naman ang containment ng ating yung ating 3 idiots. Almost all at an average of 120 seconds of containment time. So that's really amazing. But I think the seconds came from the support that the forward and the cowboy were giving to the mercenary. It looks like they were really going against the team of our competition, ha? Pero ang
And
nangyari naman yung yung magician natin ang naging
the
you're on your own sa decoding.
MVP decoder with a 300% decoding progress.
Grabe talaga, grabe pinahirapan nyo naman yung magician natin. We didn't even see him. I think we only saw him once in the entire match. But you
Yeah,
know
we
what,
saw.
guys? How you contribute to your team really matters. And in this case, although we didn't see much of the magician, he really did most of the decoding. And I think, ideally then, siya ang dapat talaga mag-decode because he's the fastest decoder in the team.
Yep, and he hasn't. He doesn't have any like the thing that where you calibrate it. Calibration debuff. He can actually have a big wide calibration there.
Isa pa yun. So, I think they really banked on the potential of the forward to give support and the cowboy to give support as well. Yung containment potential ng mercenary, of course, really not an easy survivor to chase. But it looks
Yep,
like the situation called for the Geisha to just chase him even at the start of the game.
yeah, and as you said, the containment of the main mercenary here is actually very hard. And every time he gets rescued, he has that passive again, the Iron Wheel,
Ay,
give,
oo. Yes,
giving
yes.
him a chance to like buy some time for his team there. With every lasso and football being hit, that's another passive for the mercenary. So
And then,
really,
as if that's not enough of a headache, he was still
right.
able to pull off such a good kite at the end of the game. That was actually more than enough time needed for 3 survivors out the gate. So, mad props sa ating mercenary, not just the rescuer, but also a kiter for the team. Imagine that.
And mad props to the magician who decoded successfully 3 ciphers.
Oh, very safe. But I think that also says a lot about the coordination and how they are able to skillfully support each other. Yung tatlo sila. Medyo kinabahan pa nga ako kasi tatlong tao nandito, walang nagdidecode, isang tao lang nagdidecode. But turns out, in all of the effort that they exerted to provide support and to buy time, somehow, magically, the magician was able to decode all up to the last cipher. And then all they had to do was get him to rescue at the end of the game. Tapos may isang papalit sa kanya dun sa gitna to be able to pop that last cipher at the right moment.
Actually, nice, a good rescue from the forward, from the dungeon rescue.
Ay,
I
oo
know.
nga.
I noticed the forward actually placed himself, and I saw the forward's football going off, so I was able to notice that very, very quickly. So yeah, let's see if the next hunter is ready for the match.
Ayan na, mukhang babawi na. Yung ating mercenary in the previous match will now be doing the hunting for Scouts. Ayan na po ang ating Team Genshin. Ayan, please
Team
come
Genshin.
into the lobby. Yes.
Oh,
Ayan. So welcome to Identity 5, no? Ayan.
welcome to Identity Impact.
Naging identity impact na po tayo, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so ready up, guys. If everything is in order, I think we can now proceed to the second half of this round.
Let's go. Let's see. I'm excited for this match. I can see a unicorn here.
And not just an ordinary unicorn, not perfumer with B badge to. So definitely not somebody to be underestimated. Pull off such an amazing kite in the match with Code Black. So
Again, the birdie being banned. Never seeing the light of day.
banned na rin po si Tommy. Hindi na po siya lilitaw sa for today, for the rest of the day, wala na po tayong makikitang Dream Witch.
Yeah. We saw how well he did with the Dream Witch last game.
They definitely had to respect. But look at this! Still my favorite hunter. Kung ito nga talaga ang gagamitin niya, I'm gonna be so excited for this match. Not the best map for Breaking Wheel, but we've seen it. Yan na ba talaga? Nilak na ba na? Kasi kung yan talaga gagamitin niya, I'm gonna be so excited because I still think
And the survivors are picking Perfumer, Priestess, Doctor, and the Prospector, which are all good in this match. Priestess here might actually have support portals ready up before the start of the match. You can see.
Ayan, finally, we can get started with the last match of the group stages for today. I'm very excited with this breaking lead.
I'm very excited for this.
Hindi pa ba last match? Oo nga, kasi gagawin pa natin yung the one between... Okay. Okay, so here we have the breaking wheel spawning the graveyard area and quickly transitioning towards back gate. And here is the first target. We have Peter, who is playing as the priestess. Naku po, let's hope she was able to... Wow!
Look at them jukes being sexy as hell.
Yes, indeed. But I hope she was able to install those portals, huh? Wow! Oh, that was kind of hard to go through. I think that was a really good area, huh? Kasi she can really...
Ooh, look at that portal right again. Priestess here actually one more spike to bring her down, and the spike has been hit. Now he has to hit the priestess. Oh, failed to hit the priestess, instead hit the portal.
Watch out for the trap! Wow! And was able to... yeah, pallet drop before getting caught in the trap. Oh! And priestess is down.
Hit down for the priestess.
Actually, look at this cipher progress, huh? Pretty decent.
The dungeon is actually near. Will he dungeon the priestess? He won't be dungeoning the priestess here.
Kaya lang, this is also a relatively difficult chair to rescue from. Kasi, apart from the fact that this is a breaking wheel, good at defending the chair as well, walang resources in the immediate area. So it's gonna be a bit of a challenge.
I think there's only one pallet near the chair right there.
And then the window next to the shop.
See, I think Perfumer here going for the rescue. Another Perfume right there to cancel out the perfect Perfume right there. See, portals here being proc, gaining space from the breaking wheel. We could see
that speed
being slowed. Yeah, that speed diva from the another hit from the window there.
Once again, Priestess is down, no? But again, we only have 2 ciphers remaining, so this is actually looking good for both factions. This could either end up in a tie or who knows, kasi this is a breaking wheel, a very high mobility on this hunter, so can easily deny rescue as well as provide pressure on the ciphers. And even if somebody is already approaching, the wheel can quickly catch up.
Oh, and there a trap
Nako!
being. Oh, well, he didn't hit the people. There.
Oh my
Another
gosh! Ang galing!
Oh, I see what he did there. I see what he did.
Yeah, he was able to deny that rescue by catching that perfumer in a trap and landing spikes on her as well. So this is like the perfect scenario for a breaking wheel to do, no? Para ma-secure yung kanyang chance to get a draw.
Yep, here we can see Breaking Wheel actually chasing after the doctor, leaving the perfumer behind. One cipher remaining. I think the prime cipher is where the doctor was at.
Yeah, I think it's a good decision then instead to chair. Kasi that if he doesn't do something, it's just gonna turn into a draw.
Yeah, nice jigs there from the doctor, by the way, with utilized.
Wow.
Here we can see Breaking Wheel of the path.
Wow!
Whoa, nice jigs right there by the doctor.
Tingnan natin kung i-chair ba siya. I think the best course of action is to chair this survivor near this last cipher kasi that will force them to get started on a new one and he will be given more opportunities to provide map pressure.
Yep. Actually,
This
he really is looking for a survivor here. I think Venti is going for the rescue, the prospect. See if he can pull off. I think they're starting on a new cipher right there.
Yes, they are. Wala silang choice eh.
Yep, they can force what they. Huwag ipilit ang last
Ayaw,
cipher.
huwag ipilit.
Pag utot lang yan, huwag mo ipilit. Baka ibaan na lumabas.
Correct! Nako, medyo dangerous, no? For both the doctor and the prospector. Kasi pag naabot sila ng AoE, medyo masakit yan, masakit. Oh, but it looks like they already popped that last cipher, no? But it looks like YYDS is going for the 3-man at least. Kasi he's not sharing the prospector.
Yep, kinda bold. A dangerous move right here since the doctor is at that spot where he can.
Wow!
He can't. And
Naku po!
Will.
Ang sakit,
That's
ang
just a
sakit.
perfect trap. Perfect traps all the way. We can see here he actually chairs the doctor here and is trying to find the prospector, I think. Yep. No, it's actually going for the perfumer right there.
Medyo na-feel niya na nandun siya sa back gate eh. Ayan na nga po, actually, he will be able to sniff out her location and do a little bit of chase here. But, look at this prospector moving so fast. His decision making was able to already rescue the doctor. But still, the game is on. Nobody is out of the woods yet.
Here we go. There's gonna be a Tana snap. It's a snap from the
Sakit talaga ng
snap
tamis
from the Breaking Wheel, and we can see Shiki here actually healed up. Might have a chance of running away and getting through the gate. I think if the Breaking Wheel here actually successfully hits the doctor here, the prospector won't have self-heals anymore, right? And another trap played perfectly right there. Here we can see Perfumer trying to heal the prospector. Successfully heals and trying to
will
harass.
he be able to kala ko, masastan yun. Ang galing nun ni Favor.
Was denied.
Nako, sayang naiupo siya, no? Just in the nick of time.
It's gonna be a 3-man. I think it's gonna be a 3-man for the hunter here if he actually chased the prospector successfully.
Oo nga. Otherwise,
Spectre here trying
ako,
his best
abot
to
pa,
escape.
abot pa,
Breaking the
abot
gonna
pa.
be a draw. It's gonna be a
Oh my
wish.
gosh!
At, at a draw by the survivors and hunter here. Nice.
Aba,
Nice game.
napakagaling naman ng laro ng ating Moonlights, ha? And to be able to manage that much up against a top tier, no? Top tier breaking wheel, YYDS. Akala ko, ano na yun eh. Akala ko 3-man na yun eh. But, yeah. Apparently, they were still able to
Spectre
scrape through with the power of friendship and not giving up. Napakagaling, ha? Mukhang talagang you're not on your own eh.
Yep, and we can see there Prospector actually being brave and going through that window and exiting through the exit gate immediately when the breaking wheel went into the wheel form.
Yeah, it's about knowing what can happen. And I think in this case, yung prospector was able to, to predict na makakalabas talaga siya regardless.
Yep, we know the time delay of breaking wheel there transitioning to wheel form and human form. But all in all, nice kite from this Moonlights there, keeping the breaking wheel on the top of his game.
Yes. At dahil dyan, actually, congratulations to the Scouts for coming up on top of Group A. And we will be seeing more of you next weekend. But for now, we will be having round 2 of the elimination between Moonlights and Code Black. And this is this is where they will finally settle the score. Kasi sila din ang nagkaharap sa very first matchup. Ngayon sila uli ang magkatagpo dito sa elimination round.
Like Destiny.
Yes,
Destiny.
Destiny. Sana all binabalikan.
I know, right? Ano ba yan?
Ay! Lumabas na yung sleepy just ni Klig. Guys, ilaban nyo. Ilaban nyo para sumaya si Klig.
Hindi, ako naman kasi yung bumabalik eh.
Ay, humugot na po.
I love you, Bert.
Ay,
Kayo? Okay. Sorry na po. Respect sa singles, diba?
ay. Teka lang ha. Bakit naman ganon? Bakit naman
Sorry po.
ganon? Gusto lang naman namin mag-identity 5.
Okay.
Ayan. Nakikita ko sa
Sarap ako magsalita ganyan, ate ka.
Ay, shoot. Teka nga, mag-ano na nga tayo? Mag-break na nga tayo. Baka, hindi pala mag-break. Cut to break in the tournament, ha? Hindi mag-break. Iba yun eh. Ay!
Mag-break. Ay! Ay, we're on na short break.
Yes, we will be back after the short break. This is the final match. Totoo na talaga. Sure
Ito na yung
na.
final match.
Yes, this is the, ano yun?
Exciting part na.
Yung lyrics ng My Way. Final curtain. Nasaan nakakantahin ni Good Job Man after the break, ha?
Yep, waiting for it.
Yes. We'll see you here in 5 minutes. After the break, we will give you the fresh Identity 5 action between Moonlights and Code Black. Don't go anywhere.
I become a little too shy for love? I've been hurt before. All's fair in love and war. So I'll snuggle up close to the shell I'm living in. And if I let you in, another round begins. No, I'm spinning in a vicious cycle. I'm scared of doing something I'll regret. Maybe this is right, but I'm still staring at your silhouette. What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side.
Should I be scared? The feeling's so different now. You got me floating here, a feather in the air. Oh, but when the wind blows, will I tumble or sail away? Or would you have me stay? And what if I escape? I know
I'm spinning in a vicious cycle. I'm scared of doing something I'll regret. Maybe this is right, but I'm still staring at your silhouette. But what if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side, by your side. I'm not afraid. We found something that'll never fade. We can be ourselves and figure out the rest along the way.
Welcome back, detectives! Finally, we are now at the final matchup for today. This is, again, Group A, the first day of the group stages. After which we will be having Group B tomorrow naman. But first, let us concentrate on the final match, and it is going to be between... Sino ba?
Between Code Black, Ate Kay.
Oo
Just
nga,
to
yun
say.
nga. Nalito na naman ako eh. Kasi kasalanan to ng dalawang scouts. Bakit niyo ba ako laging nililito? Okay. So, we will now be having the match between Moonlights and Cold Black. Again, this is the chance for Cold Black to redeem themselves. Or for Moonlights to seal the deal, solidify their position and prove to Cold Black and to the community na talagang nanalo kami sa inyo. Yan. So, really excited.
Same
But
here too.
it has been an intense first match with them. There was a draw sa first half, and then sa second half talagang umarangkada talaga yung geisha ni Bellatrix. So if I were in the shoes of Code Black, talaga medyo mahirap talaga piliin kung sino ang gusto nyong kalabanin. Just pick your poison. If you ban the geisha, you get the BQ. If you ban the BQ, you get the geisha. So which are you more prepared to deal with? Having known na ang lakas talaga ng geisha ni Bellatrix.
True on that one, because the ability of able to cut some chase time, that's really hard to go against with a hunter that can actually shorten the distance in a matter of fact, or just scare you out. That's safe, but he'll be actually on the other side. Actually on the other side. So it really will be a tough one to beat for Cold Block. As you said, it's either going to be Vicky or Keisha, depending on what they want at this point. So they need to plan it out kung ano talaga yung pwede na nilang makalaban, or easy way to actually go around.
Napakasakit, no? Just when I said na you really don't want to be dealing with a geisha, here they have to deal with the fact that this is one of geisha's stronger maps. because of these low palleted areas, very easy for a geisha to dash through. Then again, we've seen in competition na kaya din actually ng BQ mag-secure at least ng tie in this match. O tinan mo, na medyo nalito na tong mga to. Hindi alam kung sino bang ibaban, kung geisha ba o BQ. But it looks like they decided to ban and respect that geisha instead. And again, no birdie, ha? Birdie.
No birdie yet again. They hate the bird. And since like Bellatrix will be not using Geisha, as you said, they had enough and they wanted to actually go against maybe a BQ on Bella's side. Seems like it's going to be a BQ for Bella's side here. And we're going to see some mirror action here between these two teams. And seems like, I think this parang naging rematch lang siya because this is the first match we casted on the first pace, and we're going to end this freaking day with the same team yet again. It's just like a freaking rematch. They need to show their best, and it's another chance for them to take in. So, who will be this team going in for alongside scouts on the two teams going in for semifinals? Let's see. BQ against Little Girl, Batter, Priestess, and Mercenary. This is going to be an interesting match.
I'm not gonna lie, kabado ako sa BQ versus Little Girl kasi the BQ, if she has the right placing, she may not need to even dodge the memory.
True shot.
'Di ba? Parang dancer lang.
Actually, because of that, lahat ng ability na survivor na kung saan kailangan na close contact sa katawan ng mismong hunter, they will be having a hard time going against BQ because that would actually counter their most of the skill set on hand. So, Little
Ayun na
Girl,
nga.
said,
Naku po. Makikita ba sa ating madam? Mukhang hindi, no? So, Bellatrix will now be transitioning towards the working carousel, but unfortunately, there's nobody in the area. This is the on point of the priestess though, and if Bellatrix will be meeting on her, then the chase is on. Wow, grabe naman po talaga, on point placement and landing that hit so fast on the priestess, and now it's not gonna take much to down her. Ay, kinabahan ako ng kaunti dun.
Munti ka na nga,
That much
actually.
less. That was so close, and it looks like Enhypen lives to fight another day. But here is the batter providing support.
Secreto with that bat assist going in to give more time for Enhypen to actually get out of there and make it for the run. And seems like Bellatrix will not let her go. And seems like First Station is already on site. They're going in for that portal, giving more distance, but not be able to going in for that roller coaster. He needs to hold this line. Blink hit to be initiated, and Enhypen will be down with still 5 cyphers remaining on their hand. Wow,
Yung sobrang bilis ng kamay niya, hindi kaya ng mata ko. Ayan po. Bali, blink ang nangyari para sa mga taong hindi nakakita tulad ko. Nag-blink po to land a hit on that priestess. And now here is our napakagwapong bidak mercenary doing that rescue. 5 ciphers remaining. Was able to absorb a hit for her as well. Kaya lang, bakit tayo pumasok dyan sa roller coaster? Hindi pa po tayo makakasakay dahil tayo ay may tide turner pa. Ayun po. Wow.
She needs to hold out that long for 20 seconds without being hit, but that will be the last effort going for a Hypen here. This will be her second chair on that chair. Yes, obviously, of course. But 4 cyphers remaining here, and Hypen needs to last out long and needs a rescue without a title if she wants to go into that coaster on the First Station. Because I think that's the only way to actually get out of Bella's grasp here. Because of that mirror, we'll be able to actually catch him off on that point. Pero I think Secreto will go in for the rescue, trying to buy time, just to buy time on that chair. And going in for the rescue, Tide Turner rescue will be initiated, and almost had a bit that hit, and Hypen needs Regan, and seems like Creto is just on the vicinity, trying to give support, but last effort will be on her back. That will be her final chair. But Secreto is still on the vicinity. May it be or can be a double down here for Bellatrix. Holy down!
Wow, that puts the hunter at a huge advantage because he doesn't need to do much work to be able to chair the next survivor. Kasi Priestess will now be dead on chair. She will be going back to the manor. And it looks like Kale is going in there to be able to heal the Batter, but it's it's not enough time. It's not enough time kasi mabagal din si Batter mag-heal, di ba?
As far as I know, yes. But it
yes.
seems like standard healing din. Pero I think na wala kang oras para i-heal si Secreto on time because Bellatrix was already there with that mirror and was able to escape that potential mirror hit for another double down that with Bella must achieve.
Grabe, but his command of the map is so strong.
Sobra.
She knew that little girl would be in the area. Ay, grabe talaga. On point. Again with the mirror placements. It is 2 OP. Blood Queen talaga. Napakalakas kahit napakalaki ng map. And this is looking more on the side of the hunter because we have one shared survivor. One is down, and we have a half-health mercenary who has no better option than to hopefully get out the dungeon. But again, this is a tournament setting. So, like what I said, Bellatrix will really want to do the 4-man kill and deny dungeon sa mercenary.
Yes, true. At mukhang yun nga yung gusto niyang makuha dito on that one. Nag-TP siya para hindi umabot si Shroom dito mag-self-heal. But was able to get out of this grasp. And little girl with much more pages on hand will try to go into last long for mercenary to self-heal but will not be able to as beat that mirror for Bellatrix was able to finish her off. But Kael, malapit na ba siya mag-self-heal at this point? Pero hanapin pa ata ni Bella kasi di niya ata mukha makikita dito si Mercenary at mukhang nagbabago ang kanyang position because of the delay damage on his back. But unfortunately, Bella is already here trying to see if he's still up.
Let's just look at this hunter intuition, no, from Bella. And this isn't the first time that she had like about an inkling of where the survivors could be. It means that she really knows how to put herself in the mind of these survivors.
That mirror placement din actually is really one tough to beat. And it seems like Mushroom is going in for that coaster. Wala na siyang pages and that will be a knockback off. And Bellatrix will be going in with that coaster as well. Trying to see, to ride it along with the wave with Shroom here and going in for the third station on that working carousel. Titingnan natin kung anong mangyayari dito. Sinong unang bababa at sinong unang babagsak sa pareho nila. Mukhang naghihintayin sila actually.
Oo nga naghihintayin lang eh.
There we have it.
May mirror. Nako, kaya lang Blood Queen ito. Mahirap mahirap siyang isahan sa positioning.
Holy shot! Was able to go in time! Hindi kumunik yung hit ni Bella, but still, nakasakay pa rin siya along the wave. Mukhang maghihintay na sila and that will be it. Holy that!
Ang kulit!
Holy shot! A roller coaster fight?
Hindi kinaya! Hindi kinaya ng powers ko eh. I-absorb yung nangyari. Akala ko it's not enough time pero somehow nakasakay na rin si Shroom, no? Napagana pa rin niya yung roller coaster. Kaya lang, itong Blood Queen natin nakisakay pa din. Grabe. Kingdom lang.
Parang nag-stroll sa Moonlights Puta. Gusto ko yan
Oo nga eh, parang no? Parang nanay tsaka yung anak niya. Sige, rides tayo.
Naghahabulan lang eh.
Diyos ko. Google yan. Tingnan naman, no? Tingnan naman yung pressure na naibigay ng ating Blood Queen. Because you look at these stats, no? None of these numbers would have secured a Cypher rush. It means that Blood Queen is still quite efficient in a large map like Moonlit. So yung sinasabi ko na pick your poison, no? Mapa Geisha, mapa Blood Queen, talagang pinahirapan talaga niya ang ating mga katunggali sa Code Black. Yeah. But still, ang ganda ng effort kasi actually hindi ko in-expect na magkakaroon sila ng time na i-activate yung roller coaster. Kasi grabe yung pressure eh. Tsaka ito naman yung din ni Sikreto makapagbigay ng support. And di ba, napatama pa niya yung kanyang bola sa start ng match. So, nandun pa din talaga yung effort.
Yes, good efforts from both of the teams talaga. And seems like nabalitaan ka na top 21st ata itong BQ na kinakatapat nila ngayon. Holy shit! So,
Grabe.
much experience on that one. Na talaga, that mirror position really had it to very well placed on that one. Talagang nakapag-deny siya and even gave pressure. And I love that part na nakipag-standoff pa siya kay little girl to Shroom versus
Oh, parang yun yata yung
Marcella.
highlight ng ano ko eh. Yun yata yung highlight ng match ko.
Oh
Yun nga,
my
parang
God.
mag-ina na nag-rides.
Bumaba, tapos nagaburan eh. Bumalik ka sa poster. Puta. Ayun, nagsibalikan nga sila and gave a final hit to Shroom. Right?
Ayan.
All in
So,
all.
para magkaroon ng tiebreaker man lang, kailangan din ng Code Black makapag-secure ng 4-man kill.
True.
So, ito na ang panahon para bring out the big guns because this is it. This is the do or die match. If they don't manage a 4-man kill, that's it. Moonlights will be advancing.
True. They'll be the one to go alongside with Scouts here, as we can see. So, as you said, kailangan ng juicy 5 points just to force a draw to Moonlight upang mabigyan sila ng chance in any case or possible na yung sila pa rin ang magwawagi on this side. Pero tingnan natin on the second half because this will be put a pressure on the Hunter side of Code Block kasi need talaga ng 4-man kill nitong magkakanta sa atin Code Block natin. So he needs to be sure of what is going to be picked and be able to go against the survivors of Moonlights because it seems like the light will shine right through them if Code Block will not be able to go in for that draw or that juicy 5 points that they're looking for against them.
Alright, so if the players are ready, again, we will be having this last match in Moonlit. So I'm trying to predict, ano kaya ang pwedeng ilabas na hunter ni Sikreto if indeed siya nga ang magha-hunter for Code Black, no?
True. Maganda yung axboy niya eh. Freaking good shit, those back snipe. Pero on the side of Moonlit, maybe a breaking wheel will be able to do.
Oo.
Hmm.
Breaking wheel.
Maganda dito breaking wheel. Open field with that talagang breaking wheel. Basta iwasan nila yung mga space na kung saan yung tent or yung fun house and just to drop the right traps in the right place. That will be able to give Secreto. If he's still going to play on the Hunter side of Code Block, it still depends on him on kung anong hunter gagamitin niya. This will be, madami siya pwedeng gamitin actually. And as you said, he's actually versatile on the hunter picks that he has. Pero tingnan natin. Let's see.
Ready na ang survivors natin and ang hunter natin as well. We will be getting into the picks and bans shortly. But for now, yes, I do hope na ilabas ni Sikreto yung ating breaking wheel. Kaya lang base sa mga cheesebox ko, mas nagfo-focus na siya sa mga ibang hunter Tingnan natin. Aba, at binan po ang breaking wheel. Kasi it just makes sense. Kasi napakalakas niya. Napakalakas niya sa map na to. Super, yung mobility niya nandun.
Yun yung pwede ko naisip na pwede lang iban kasi breaking wheel on this map, it can actually see you because of no any kind of obstacle. Mali pala titignan ko. Ito pala. Nakatingin sa YouTube. There we have it. It seems like going in Secreto might be or binabalak niya to go in with Bonbon, a good draw hunter and potentially up to a 3k if played in a good possible way. But as we can see here, we're going to see Venti yet again with that Prospector. As I think nakita ko siya on the previous matches, naglaro siyang Prospector.
Good man! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, what happened?
I believe we in our midst.
Oh my glove! We're going to see some TME.
Oh my
We're
gosh!
out.
Guys! Minsan na nga lang tayo makakita ng decoder. Mind's Eye pa! Let's go! I'm so excited, ha? I'm so excited kasi wala siya sa meta. Totally not on the meta.
Actually, true.
But I think she is the fastest decoder in the game.
She is. Totoo yan. But using Mind's Eye at this putting a big red target on her back. So, kailangan maging maingat. If they're able to hide it, this will be their side because Mind's Eye on a team is a pretty good handy-dandy on your Cypher's progress. So, tingnan natin how Secreto will be first chasing off kung sino yung una makikita. But it seems like Pistas is on the vicinity, destroying that potential assist coming in for that portal. Secreto will try to find this. I think this TME gusto niya makita because this one will be a pain in the ass if not found immediately. Pero I think he's going to commit for Venti here with that bombs. At as we know, medyo mahirapan yung the Prospector if was hit by that chip damage. Prevent that normal attack from that amazing magnet knockoff by Venti. Secreto will now try to pursue once more, but able not to connect that hit that he is looking for. Venti is still out there trying to see if he can escape. One more bomb, and that will be potentially ended for his chase. Na lang nakadodge sa potential chip damage coming from that bomb right behind his back. But it seems like Secreto will be able to tell that portal. Priest is giving some assist.
Ayan. At dahil dyan, nakalabas po si Venti sa window on the 2-story and will be able to continue the kite here near the roller coaster at first station. So, looking good pa rin para sa Prospector natin. And the chase is going to drastically change, no? Kasi, but look at that, na si Panda Creto ay makakapag-upo na ng ating Prospector. There are 4 ciphers remaining, so it has been a good 60 to 70 second kite din naman. And actually, still good kasi come to think of it, nadala niya kasi si Panda Creto sa 2-story kung saan may isang nagdi-decode.
Panda kwento puta. We say that's a good name for Secreto with a bonbon on hand. But it seems like TME is still left alive at this map. And that would be a very dangerous threat for both all of the Hunter with a decoder left alive, and especially Mind's Eye. But it seems like Archer going in for the rescue with the Priestess here, trying to see if he can prevent some chip damage because si Bonbon without or far away on that rescue chair will be able to deny that rescue. Secreto, very well played. Ang layo. Kitang-kita ng Bonbon kung sino parating. That is the very potential dangerous threat when against Bonbon at masyadong malayo ka for the rescue. Will be able to give chances for Secreto to drop that bomb, the chip damage denying on that rescue. But seems like it's not done there. Secreto will try to TP on the tent.
Unfortunately, hindi Mind's Eye ang kanyang nakita, but at least he was able to sniff out the location of what could be the rescuer, no? Pero since medyo nabigyan niya ng cipher pressure yan, pwede niya ngayon balikan yung ating Priestess na gumawa ng long portal, by the way! Oh my God! Seryoso ba yun?
Yes!
Oh my God! Paki-highlight please, napakagaling, no? Pro moves yun. Kung hindi nakakita, gumamit siya ng bomb. Makancel yung paggamit ng portal at dahil dyan, sayang yung opportunity ni Priestess na makatakas. Aba, galit na galit yata to si Panda Creto yata.
Di talaga pagbibigyan ng chance sa upang maka 4-man escape uli. It seems like Secreto will try a way to actually 4-kill this team. Ang ganda talaga ng deny. Holy damn, he knows that something is up.
Ibang klase yun, napakagaling. Grabe, layo. Tsaka pa nakakagutom yung sombrero niya, no?
I think Puto ba? Hindi, Prutas pa rin nasa likod. Akala ko
Prutas ba? Akala ko shabu-shabu.
Hindi! Oh my God. Pero I think TME is going in for that Cypher, second Cypher to be exact, on that middle part. And seems like Xiao is going for the rescue but will be unable to rescue on time because Aether is already out of the game. They need one more Cypher. And Shiki and Xiao is left on the battlefield here against Secreto with the freaking Panda. Panda boy.
Ayan, so ito na po ang ating perfumer. So mahirap ito. Kailangan ma-prime niya yung last cipher na yan para makapag-secure sila ng one-man kill, no? Wow! Naman talaga, napakagaling din talaga ng ating perfumer. Was able to avoid hit by using the perfume.
Yes,
Naku,
very
malapit na.
true. Oh, konti na lang. Konting taste na lang. Because Shao is going back just to prevent the chip Cypher is already primed. 2 more chip damage or a 1 hit, but Secreto knows that the one last prime is already on that last Cypher, and seems like that will be a final hit, and that will be a pop going in for a team of Moonlights. Shao needs to take more time, but first station looking juicy here. He wants to get out of here in time, but I think he will not be able to deny Shao going in with the coasters. Depende kung activated the second station, but it seems like not. Shao needs to run on the far from ahead, but going in for a TP on that last station here on that gate. Shiki will now be the next on this chopping block by Secreto. And do take note, kailangan Secreto ng 5 or 4 man kill at this point to able to actually get this game point ahead on the team. But that will be a bullet trap going in for Shiki. Holy damn, that patience, even though that he knows that the debuff of a Mind's Eyes, that interaction speed, is taking advantage of it. Talagang ginagawa niya paraan just to take more distance, and it seems like the perfumer to open at the gate on that first station. 54% chip damage is already on his body. 1 or 2 more chip damage will be the last and final breath for Shiki, and there we have it. Secreto was able to take down Shiki.
Makakatakas ang one-man escape. Although Secreto Pandakreto was able to win this match. Unfortunately, he needed 4 people. He needed to kill 4 people to be able to secure at least a tie against Moonlight. So well played indeed on the part of Moonlights here. They made it a win-win situation for them. If you teleport to the Mind's Eye, Perfumer will be able to get out. And the other way around. So, kahit sino na rin lang yun, they just needed one person out. But still, napakaganda ng pinakita ni match, Grabe ang galing. Ano niya, yung pag-deny niya nung long portal, hindi ko malilimutan yun.
Same here, holy shit. Kasi open field, walang kahit anong obstacle, and kitang-kita niya. That gave
perfect aim. Grabe.
the line of sight for a Bonbon player. Holy shit. Good shoot coming from Creto and both of the teams here. Pero yun nga, Moonlights will be able to take on this one, and they're the ones alongside the Wit Scouts going to advance on the semifinals. And congratulations sa lahat ng Sabayan team. They did very well on the first day. Amazing. Well put. Well played.
Yes, indeed. Guys, a round of applause for the teams that have done so well today. And that's actually everyone. Napakagaling ng lahat ng mga teams natin. And we're really excited, makita yung inyong performance in the tournaments to come. Kasi syempre, marami. Actually, madami tayong tournaments dito sa ating community. So, please do support not just yung this event by Code Black, but by other guilds as well.
Yes, very true on that one. So don't forget to actually tell your friends and your pets that there's a tournament on PH IDDB community. Well, Yepper, we know. And na papakita namin or ikakas namin for the Group A first day. But I think last match na ata yun kasi meron tayong Group B.
Totoo na talaga, totoo na.
Totoo
For
na.
today, bale last match na natin to for today. But guys, please come back tomorrow kasi meron naman tayong Group B at makikita natin kung gaano kakulit si Octop. Gaano kagaling yung mga players natin na malalakas po tong mga team na to, ladies and gentlemen. Meron tayong mga teams na matagal nang lumalaban and meron ding mga bago. So please do support not just the stream, but your favorite players and teams and friends as well.
Yes, sir. So this will be it. It is I, Goodman, and Atikade, your casters, and even Ashi and Klig. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for the first day of our Group A stages here with the Will to Survive. Yo, yo, you're on your own tournament by Code Black. But hey, we'll see you again for tomorrow. Ate Kay, any last words for the people of YouTube right here?
Yes, thank you sa pag-support sa aming YouTube channel. Kasi first time namin gumamit ng YouTube. Kasi gusto namin mataas yung quality ng aming stream. So, thank you.
Yes.
Even if sanay tayo na manood sa Facebook, there are still those who took their time, no, and the effort to migrate from Facebook to YouTube. So, this is actually kind of a milestone for us. Thank you for being here. Yeah.
Yes, very true on that one. So yeah, we'll be seeing you again tomorrow. This is Goodman and Ate Kay. Ending the first day of the Group A. See ya, detectives.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack. ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away.